You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
It's cut day. I don't want to say happy cut day because nothing really happy about it. You know, there's going to be a lot of guys that will be looking for some work. Thankfully, with the practice squad and everything, some guys get another opportunity. But it is cut day. We should find out the final rosters at 4 p.m. This afternoon. Hey, Hamby, is 4 p.m. is that evening or afternoon, would you say?
I'm going afternoon.
Afternoon, okay. So 4 p.m. this afternoon, we will find out the Jaguars' final roster. There's already some names that are trickling in terms of being cut. I have seen Chad Muma. Who else have I seen here? Hamby, who else do you got? You got anybody?
Daniel Thomas.
Wolford. Yeah, you know, and Wolford, like, I don't think it was that big of a surprise to me. Chad Muma, especially, you know, that last preseason game where he's in coverage and surrendered the touchdown. I get it was a hard play to make, but when you're on the bubble, you got to make it. I wasn't too surprised with Chad Muma getting let go, but Daniel Thomas, I think to some people could be a surprise, especially, you know, with his special teams prowess and everything. So that's a little bit of a surprise, but once again, I think you're talking about then Lane's probably going to make the team. No relation, by the way, but I think it goes to show you as well they're going to err on the side of maybe they're their own guys that they brought in more than some of the guys that have been here for a while now.
100%, and it's all about who Gladstone drafted and who he didn't.
Yeah, you know, I mean, and granted, like, could Daniel Thomas contribute? Absolutely. Will Daniel Thomas get picked up by another team? Probably. It's
Would be shocked if he didn't.
Yeah, I'd be pretty shocked as well. But it's just one of those things where, you know, when that new regime comes in, they have their guys, and that's kind of the way that it is. I mean, I had to go through it here when Gus Bradley came in. You know, I was starting and everything, and all of a sudden Gus Bradley comes in, and I don't fit the system anymore. You know, and it's deuces. So that's just the way that it goes sometimes. But hopefully Daniel Thomas can get picked up, and we'll see with Chad Muma as well, if he can get picked up. Just because, like, I understand what we've seen from Chad Muma here, you know, wasn't necessarily great, but just where he was drafted, I think some teams will still be intrigued in terms of trying to bring him to their team. So we'll see what happens with him as well, along with a lot of other players that, you know, will get released and maybe go to other teams or be brought back here to the practice squad. Welcome to the Brent and Austen Show. I'm Austen Lane. Brent Martineau will be here in a little bit. Jason Hamby pushing all the right buttons. Hamby, before we get into more football talk and you know, it's cut day and everything, we talk about that. Had a conversation, interesting conversation came up last night. One of my friends who resides in Michigan is looking to purchase a home. He's doing pretty well for himself, wants to upgrade and everything, more power to him. And this house in Michigan, which I believe, it wasn't Zillow, but it was like, you know, it was one of like the housing websites or anything. So, looks at this house, sends me some pictures of it, and it's a sweet house. We're talking like, I think it was like 6,000 to 7,000 square feet. So, it's like a mansion. Like 6 bathrooms, I think 8 bedrooms, just like a ridiculous mansion. It has a pool, has some acres of land, beautiful house. Now, I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a couple mil at least, because I'm not sure what the property's like in Michigan, especially by Detroit, but I'm assuming a couple million.
Right.
Less than $1 million. Now, there's a caveat to that. There's a caveat to that. There may or may have not been a murder in the house.
Oh, no shot.
And I brought this up to my friend, and the exact quotes was, I don't care. So then that begs the question, Hamby. If you have the opportunity to purchase a house, obviously maybe 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 million under, like, the expected value of said house, you gonna push that, you know, are you gonna push that button? You gonna pull that trigger? No pun intended in terms of buying a murder house?
Pull the trigger. I don't know, man. I think I might pass.
Just because of, like, are you afraid of ghosts? What are you afraid of, man? Are you afraid of the bad juju?
No.
You afraid of the ghosts?
No, I don't. Not a big believer in the ghosts.
Well, then what are you doing, man?
I don't know, man. It's just, I don't think I want to be in hopefully I'm not in a space where, you know, I need a house that bad to where I'd go to, there's not another option.
I mean, hey.
I just think that I get it. It's probably maybe 30% of what its value.
Yeah. I mean, there's other options, Hamby. They're just a lot smaller options.
I think I would go with the you got to look into the history of the property.
Okay.
And look, you want to start a new relationship with the house.
Okay.
But the house itself has a bad relationship history with its owners. It's seen some things, Austin. The walls have seen some things.
Okay, to be fair,
the ceilings have seen something.
If this is gonna, make you bite in a little more, it's a very old, like rustic type of house. And by my indications, there's been only one murder in it, and like that's it. Okay, so probably a lot of history, maybe a lot of loving families, and then for whatever reason somebody got offed in it, and then now it's for sale.
Got offed.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to tell you, man? It's just that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter how much good history it has. All it takes is that one for those walls to be scarred for the rest of their lives.
Okay.
And unless I'm building a new property on that land,
you're not getting it.
And I don't think I'm
Brent
pursuing it.
Murder house. No?
Probably not. Probably not.
I probably wouldn't either.
How good's the deal?
Bet it's a couple $1 million good of a deal.
Couple million?
Yeah. I would say, dude, so it's like 7,000 or 8,000 square feet, 7,000 square feet. I think it's 6 bathrooms, 8 bedrooms.
Let me just pull it up on Zillow.
I mean, I don't have the address, I just have the picture. Yeah. But it's legit.
There's been a murder.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, flip it.
Well, yeah, but even if you flip it, you still have to disclose that.
Is that part of it?
That's the rule.
You do have to disclose that?
You have to disclose exactly what happened in the house. Like if there's an incident
like a crime.
Yes.
But you don't have to, like, if my uncle dropped dead of a heart attack.
I don't think so, no. No, because that's fine. Okay. But I think if a murder happens or something, then they have to disclose.
That's interesting. I did not know that you had to disclose that. Yeah. I figured that'd be something like you'd research.
Well, I mean, it wasn't disclosed in like the listing, but then I got curious because it was really cheap. I'm like, okay, let me just Google the, and the house popped up.
More detail.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Like myself, a good deal. If I'm in the $1 million ranges for houses, though, I'm probably like, I can go get another one.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
But I'm okay.
I've thought about this for a long time. Let's say you hit it big. What's Powerball still going, or anybody win?
850.
All right, so you hit it big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how big do you want your house to be? Like, I see these houses, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd want that house. It's too big. Forget about dead people, like ghosts or whatever you hear on the other side of the house. Like, I feel like I'd always be checking. I literally live in like 2.5 rooms in my house right now.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, we talk about it all the time. I haven't been upstairs in my house in like 5 years.
Yeah.
Huh?
To add a
I'm not kidding.
And to
and it's my house is not that big, by the way.
That's
it's like
crazy, man.
I mean, it's not a bad sized house, but it's not like
it's normal.
No, I mean
that.
I'm the same way, man.
But
like,
I seriously.
I don't
kidding.
I've been upstairs in 5 years.
Yeah, ask Steph. I don't go upstairs. Like the kids were upstairs. She'll go upstairs. I might go halfway up the stairs and say something to the kids.
Call them down.
Getting to the top. I mean, the amount of times I've been upstairs in my house in the 17 years I've owned it.
Yeah. Well,
it's minimal. I could go live in an apartment right next to this place.
And I'm the same way. Like, I don't need a lot. Like, no, it's a sweet house, like I said. And like my friend, when it comes to like ghosts and bad juju, doesn't buy into it at all.
He doesn't.
Like,
so he doesn't care about it.
Does not care whatsoever. And like, I'm gonna be honest. If I ever go visit, if he gets the house, and by the way, somebody asked in the chat like, how long ago was the murder? I would probably the past 5 years because this house has been on the market since then, and no one's like sniffed at it. So like, I don't know what took. Like, I don't know what it was a crime of passion, like somebody said, a crime of passion or like a break-in. No idea about that.
I do think it was like 50 years ago.
But it's a sweet house. But I probably wouldn't sleep. Like I wouldn't sleep over. I'd just get Airbnb, like next door. Yeah. I'm not going to sleep in the house because, once again, kind of echo Hamby. Like I don't like the vibes.
Yeah, it's a bad vibe.
Vibes can seem off when that happens.
Yeah.
You know,
it can't. Like you said, there are more houses.
Yeah, but not as big.
Not as big.
Not as cool.
That's pretty wild. Yeah, you have to do a lot. Did they find the murder weapon I'd be interested in?
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know what the murder
closed.
weapon is. I mean, that could make a difference too.
It could. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of crime this was?
Yeah.
And
I mean, if this is like a Scarface chainsaw situation,
Yeah,
no, I'm out.
so I'd have a little interest in that.
Yeah. No, man.
What a wild question. I come in the show 120 seconds late and
Well,
I'm talking about murders in houses. And
I have
would
some
I
wild
buy it?
friends, Brent. What can I say, man?
Let's do it.
I have some wild friends.
That's a great question, though. I think I would make you pause.
Yeah, depending how good of a deal it was. Because I'm the same way, man. I like a great deal.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, yeah, of course, if you can get a really good deal, especially on a house.
But like, if I'm laying in bed and all of a sudden I hear like creaking, and then I'm like, okay, maybe it wasn't a good deal.
I'd be thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think about that stuff much. It's like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. But
Yeah.
I'd just be thinking about the resale value of it, because it's one thing if I want to live in there, but unless I'm planning to live there for 40 years, then at some point I'm going to have to sell it. And how much of a pain is it going to be for me to sell?
Well, this seems like it would be a forever home.
oh, yeah.
This is like a forever dead home. Yeah.
Forever dead.
Well, I mean, it's people died in there, but like it's a forever home. Like it's that big.
Well done.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe there's some souls trapped inside. We don't know.
But hey, even if you did, if you're the second owner, like if you own it, Hamby, and you're there for 5 years, now you can be like, hey, nothing happened. I tested it out for you.
Yeah, I guess.
And you can maybe Airbnb. I don't know if an Airbnb you got to disclose if it's something happened.
You might have better luck doing that. So there might be some people that want to do that.
A bed and breakfast. See, that's the thing. A horror style bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
Because there's some sickos out there that love haunted houses and
Yeah.
like want to stay in like haunted mansions and stuff.
yeah.
That's what
They'll
you
do
do.
the write-up
That's
on
what I'm gonna tell them about. Okay,
They'll
we
help
got
sell it.
I'm gonna need 20% of those profits for that idea if it gets the house.
Wait a minute. Why didn't you just take the idea?
Because I'm gonna tell my friend to do that.
Can you deliver those 20% back to the show?
I mean, Brent, the house
talk
is so
this out?
big. Like you can just block off half of it for like a bed and breakfast.
I like it.
Yeah.
Where is said house?
Michigan, outside of like the Detroit suburbs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably a lot of those then.
All right. Here we go. The cuts. Apparently, Chad Muma out. Ian Rappaport is the only one that thinks this is a surprise, I guess. So Jags releasing Chad Muma, a bit of a surprise. Third rounder, he should get claimed. I'm sure he will. So that's one of the latest ones. Daniel Thomas, one of the big names. We'll get to that in just a moment. We'll continue to talk about the Jags trimming the roster. Trey Hendrickson gets a deal. No surprise for me. This is also part of the reason I think Micah Parsons will be back. I think there's a lot of talk about these deals, and most of the time it feels like they end back with their their team. Potential waiver ads for the Jags. You know, this is going to be one to keep an eye on, and I think it's too early today to say, okay, which guy would you go take? But by tomorrow, if the Jags haven't claimed anybody, like who's out there that really could help the Jags is going to be an interesting note. And what does that look like? What do the Jags need? But what are the specifications for Gladstone and company to add a player based on the dollars, based on the age, based on the position, based on the need, based on special teams, like all those kind of things. And talk a little college football. I saw something with the Florida Gators looking into those guys for this week's game and this season that I found kind of interesting. That I'm sure it's been discussed by the diehards, but we haven't noted it yet, and we'll talk about a little bit. Well, Mr. 100K by Wednesday has a lot of work to do.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be here in the final hour.
I did my part. I retweeted. So
Yeah, you're a morning retweeter. So we'll see if you can boost him at all.
get that morning bump.
That's right. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane.
Look at us, Team White shirts today.
I know it. I was actually wondering if you'd have the Casey Musgraves today.
Oh, I forgot about. Are we doing that? I completely forgot about
Yeah,
that whole thing.
I actually thought about it driving in,
Okay.
and I was like, I doubt he's going to remember because I just remembered like right now.
Yeah, I didn't remember at all. But maybe Casey did. He seemed to be pretty passionate about Megan, whatever her name is.
Megan Maroney.
Megan Maroney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do we got? Muma, not really a surprise.
Thomas.
I don't think the Thomas one's that surprising as others. Listen, he's awesome. Like Daniel Thomas is great. Chad Muma's a great dude too. Daniel Thomas has been a really good special teamer. I think what happens a lot on special teams, and sometimes you could have a 15-year career with one team. Slater was kind of that way, I think, with the New England Patriots. You go way back with Tasker, but that's way back. The dollars change things now. So I think there are two things that change. One, and not to say Daniel Thomas is old, but I think when you're in the league for 5 or 6 years, you start making a lot more money at those kind of positions, and you also maybe are not as fast as the guy coming in or something like that. Speed becomes a thing as well. And so I think it's a really good sign for Austen Lane, who's played pretty well, I think, in the preseason, and special teams is going to make a difference. Jags do lose a leader in that room, and Daniel Thomas, another kind of engaging guy, too. He's always walking around with a smile on his face. I thought this was pretty interesting about Daniel Thomas. I went immediately and looked at the most tenured Jags. Logan Cook is the most tenured Jag. We knew that when he got signed, 2018. Josh Hines-Allen, 2019. Andrew Wingard, 2019. Devon Hamilton, 2020. And Daniel Thomas was 2020.
Is he 5th round?
So he was 5th round. So he was the 5th most tenured Jacksonville Jaguar player, which is wild, isn't it? I mean, that's just the nature of the NFL in a way.
Well,
and also when you flip GMs and regimes and everything else, and coaches, this is 3rd coach in 5 years. So I guess it's not a stunner. It's just kind of when you see it like that. Daniel Thomas was the 5th tenured Jag. That was 2020. It wasn't like it was forever ago.
Yeah, it's wild.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you, when the turnover is so crazy already in the NFL, but when you bring in like a new coaching staff and a new regime, it's even crazier. So I'm not surprised by it, but I think it shows like there has to be some sort of consistency in terms of winning, and then also just like building up your foundation of players.
Yeah, and that makes the 21 class like the elder statesman of this team, because you've got Trevor, you've got ETN, you've got Tyson Campbell, you've got Walker Little, you've got, is that it? 21 class? Maybe there's somebody else in there. But like that draft class is really the group that's been around. And that's okay. Like I'm not reading into it. I just thought it was kind of wild. It made me think, because I knew Daniel Thomas had been around quite a bit. And even the story of Dewey Wingard, by the way. Like you're talking about a couple safeties. Wingard, I think I said it in the broadcast the other day as we were done with the interview. I don't know if anybody was still watching at that time, but it was like right after the game. I mean, Wingard was a guy that was fighting for a spot this time of year all the time, like for the first couple of years. You wondered if he'd make the team, right? Yep. Or at least from the outside. I don't know if in the inside everybody did. I was a starting safety, and he's one of the most tenured Jags. He's an unbelievable story.
And that's a guy that you want to keep on this team, though. That's a guy that you want to showcase and be like, he kind of defied the odds a little bit, was the underdog story, brought the mentality, brought the attitude. It was always the Jaguars, and now look at him. Yeah. Like, the starting safety, at least by all indications, of the team. So those guys are maybe some of the most coveted guys just because of the road that they took to get there. And obviously a guy that I think you can rely on in terms of energy and having that dog in him, as the kids, I think, still say. I don't know if that's still a thing or not.
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, are we still saying that that dog in him?
Dewey says it. He said it the other day.
Yeah, true.
He said it. He said the other day in the interview. Actually, who's he talking about when he said he's a dog? During my interview, maybe BJ Green.
Okay,
might have talked about him. He's like, look what he's doing this preseason.
Dog's
like
still
that.
being used.
Dog's being used.
I mean, Aura's. I feel like Aura's become the new dog, but okay, I like it, man. He has that aura about him, Brent. He's an aura farmer.
Aura farmer. Very
good.
That's translation for dog.
I love that guy.
Yeah. My son is going to do that tonight, I think, in his game if he scores a touchdown. So I'm really excited for that. He's been practicing it all week.
When and where?
Southside Duval Charter at around 5:30.
Oh, I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about like a video game.
Oh no, I'm talking.
No,
I'm talking about a real life game. I'm taking part today.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Catch it on video, will you?
Yeah, and I can't wait to catch the flag that he gets too when he does it. Gonna have a little chit chat.
What's a flag and?
Well, did you see? I can't remember the dude's name from Stanford. Cost the team the game because he did it. The aura farming.
He did.
Yeah, Hammy, you see that?
Which one?
When they played Miami. I'm not Miami. I'm sorry, Hawaii.
Hawaii.
The coveted defensive tackle got it was like a tackle for loss. Literally, it was third and long. Gets a tackle for loss. Does the aura farming and gets a penalty. And Hawaii gets the first down. They score a touchdown. That was like the go-ahead score.
I'm sure Andrew Luck was thrilled.
Oh, yeah. And it sucks, too, because it's like their best player on the team, and he did it. So it's like, what can you really say?
Yeah.
Can't really make an example of him when he's the best player.
Who started the aura farming? You know where that came from?
Yeah, it's from the kid on the shit, like the boat. I think it's like in Taiwan or in China.
Oh,
it was
yeah. That's where.
Oh, Indonesia. Okay, maybe.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Hey, man.
No, at the front of the boat.
Yeah,
I've
like
seen that.
those boat races.
He started that.
Kids rocking the Oakleys. Yeah.
It's amazing how this stuff happens.
No, and so that came out.
Like, how does that
So here, I'll
become
take
a thing?
I'll take it behind the scenes a little bit. So that came out literally like a couple weeks before my fight, and I had it in my mind where if I was gonna win, I was gonna do that in the cage, but then I was gonna do the Chopper City Juke, as you know what MJD and then Mike Sims Walker used to do. So I was gonna do this and then combine it with the Chopper City Juke, but unfortunately, didn't get the dub, so I couldn't do it. But
that would have been awesome. That would have gone well.
But then the worst part is like I can't do it now because it's like, oh, everyone's doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Now everybody.
Yeah, everyone's doing the aura farming.
It was
thing.
still early when you.
It was fresh.
You got to pick the time.
It was organic. Yeah.
Apparently, there is now a meme coined for the OG Aura Farmer.
Yeah,
A
man.
meme coin.
Yes.
That's gonna work out good.
Yeah. Maybe I'll buy it.
There's a boat kid. There's a video I'm watching with Elon Musk and the boat kid doing the aura farming dance on a SpaceX rocket ship.
Why not?
Did you see the Houston Texans might be trying to trade Cam Robinson?
I did.
Saw that. Yeah, and also Joe Mixon being out's huge.
Yeah, I was going to get
Those
into
4
that. I
weeks.
mean, a couple of things that really impact the first quarter of the season for the Jags, right? Mixon being out, and there's some major concern on Mixon. I mean, that's been a concern ever since the start of camp.
I drafted him in the 13th round in fantasy.
Yeah, and I mean, I wondered this last year. It's like, where does that catch up to you? I think I saw a tweet today, outside of Derrick Henry is the most carries amongst active running backs in the league. So he's obviously ran the ball a ton, and he's not young. And now he's run into some injuries, and that's never a good thing. So you got that, and then you got the Trey Hendrickson story, where he signs with Cincinnati. Are you surprised? No surprise?
Not at all. No, I mean it's like that. See, I'm gonna still be surprised. The Micah Parsons one is the intriguing one to me because I think it's gonna be the most money. Obviously, it's gonna be the groundbreaking contract, and I think both sides are kind of bitter towards each other. Trey Hendrickson, the only thing I'm surprised about, that was a 1-year deal, but it's a lot of money for 1 year.
Yeah. And he gets it all because I guess the deal that they had presented was a 3-year deal, but no guaranteed money in year 2. So this is kind of smart for Hendrickson. It's like, all right, if it's not going to pan out, then just give me the 1-year deal, and then we'll go elsewhere next year if I have another big season. Or, I mean, he'll get a job next year regardless, even if he has 8 sacks. But, probably it just seems like at the end of the day, the Bengals had no choice. And even Hendrickson wanted to be a part of something he's helped build.
Right.
Right? And so from a player standpoint, let's go get it. Now, that's a big deal because the Bengals defense doesn't look to be very good.
No, some would say garbage, and well, honestly, but it's
Garb.
just
2.5 hours of garb.
Once again, and we'll see how the Micah Parsons thing shakes out. But I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't know why these guys wait till the last minute, right before the season, to bring these players in. Because yes, I'm sure these players are working out and everything, and they're staying in shape. But there's staying in shape, and then there's football shape.
Absolutely.
Right, and I get Trey Hendrickson. Like, he doesn't need to do a lot in training camp, right? He's vested. He knows what it's all about and everything. So you think he could come in right away and make a difference, and that might be the case. But there's still a difference between playing in those preseason games, at least getting some reps, going through team periods in practice and kind of hitting a little bit and getting your body acclimated, to just coming in fresh week 1 of whoever you're playing and say, okay, go out there and beat Trey Hendrickson. Go out there and get us 17.5 sacks in a season. Same thing with Micah Parsons. Same thing with Terry McLaurin.
I think Micah Parsons will sign with Dallas. I've told you guys that. I think this is how it ends up most of the time. Can it end up the other way? Absolutely. But I think it ends up this way most of the time when you go back to your team. I'm going to give you reasons why in a second. But the Hendrickson deal, I think somebody tweeted this, and it got my attention a little bit. It's like the owners have all the say. You knew that they were going to eventually get him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I mean, the owners in their back pocket have Sundays on their side. Guys don't want to miss, right? I mean, you have a small window to play football. You're obviously a very good player. Heck, you want to lead the league in sacks. If you want to go get another contract, you need the games, right? So, yeah, they have that. But I don't feel like the owners have all the say anymore. I feel like the players have a ton of say, ton of posturing. I mean, if the owners had all the say, Terry McLaurin wouldn't be getting 3 years, $96 million.
Right.
So, do you guys feel that way? I mean, do you feel like the owners have the leverage?
If that were the case, there would be no threat, and if there's no threat, there's no leverage. If there's no leverage, none of these deals get done, and people don't actually get paid a lot more. McLaurin would be playing just to get his normal deal, so would Hendrickson and Parsons. Because they still want McLaurin's going to make $23 million this year. If it was all about him just wanting to play on Sundays during his window of his prime, then he would have been out there not holding out. There's got to be some kind of leverage that the players have. If it's just, it's always up to the owners.
I think the players have a lot of leverage. I think
Yeah,
the players have a lot of leverage. They got a ton of money in the bank. And they know their value, especially these kind of guys. I mean, they've got value as players, absolutely.
Well,
and they got 31 other teams.
They have value, but they also just they have they have the market to look at. Like if I'm Terry McLaurin, I'm looking at let's look at the other wide receivers in the NFL and what they're making right now. I think I'm a top 5 wide receiver regardless of who's throwing the football. I've always been dependable for this team. Like that's all you got to point at and see. Okay, what are other guys making? All right, well then give me top 5 money because I'm a top 5 wide receiver. Like. It's not difficult. I honestly think the owners make it more difficult than it has to be. And then now maybe, don't get me wrong, I have a hard time believing McLaurin was just sitting out because I don't want to go to training camp.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with it. I just think
about the deal.
Well, then if it's about the deal and we know you're going to get there anyways, then why not get there sooner so we can at least acclimate them during training camp?
Yeah. I mean, because I guess time is leverage. And for both parties, time is leverage. As you get closer and closer to try to get this stuff done. I was thinking about the Parsons one a little bit more. Like, I almost feel, guys, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like it's almost impossible for Parsons not to end up back in Dallas right now this year. Because who in their right mind is really – this guy's a fantastic player, so put that in the headline, okay? Not saying he's not. But what player is actually worth what you would have to give up and then pay? I mean, you'd have to be a quarterback. And we're talking like a Joe Burrow kind of quarterback or a Josh Allen kind of quarterback or a Lamar Jackson kind of quarterback to be worth what you'd have to give up. You're going to give up 2 firsts, a third, or a second, and a fourth, and a this, and then you got to pay the guy $40+ million a year. Like, you don't only have to do like the dollars, which now you can finagle how to do it. You also got to give up capital. Like 2 first-round picks and a third alone could be 3 starters. Plus the $40 million, which does hamper you in some respects going forward on the cap. Like, he's not worth that to any of the teams, I don't think. Dallas doesn't have to worry about. They don't have to give up the capital. They just got to pay him.
Was Jalen Ramsey worth it? They won a Super Bowl.
Listen, they did, but I would argue this. At the time, I think they were paying like $16, $17 million a year in that deal. Or maybe it was more, maybe it was almost 20.
Okay.
It wasn't 40+. Like, that's what you got to make him the highest paid non-QB in the league. That really tilts your scales in your cap.
It tilts your scales for sure. But then I can look at Micah Parsons and say, you look what Jalen Ramsey did for the Rams, and despite they did win a Super Bowl, so like mission accomplished. Micah Parsons can play linebacker, he can play middle, he can play outside, he can play defensive end. Like Micah Parsons can do it all. Like he's that dynamic of a playmaker. So he almost fits like any system. So like if I'm Green Bay, because they're obviously interested, I think, and they look at, okay, what are we missing? Feel pretty good about our offense with LaFleur and everything, but like, could we just be missing that one piece on defense that could put us over? And maybe Micah Parsons is that guy.
Yeah, I don't think the Rams delivered a blueprint on how to do it, though. You get that sense, like, they did it. It worked. Everybody's kind of like, whoa, this is kind of crazy. But it worked. So, all good.
Sure.
It can easily not work. Because the only way it works is if you win it all.
Of course.
And I don't think we've seen anybody else jump into that swimming pool since.
Well, who else has got, like, the Jalen Ramsey treatment of giving up 2 first-rounders to bring to their team?
I mean, really, you got to go quarterback like Deshaun Watson.
I mean, what was A.J. Brown?
I forget what Brown was. Probably pretty significant, but I don't know if that's significant. I think that was part of the deal with Tennessee. It's like you gave him away for that. And A.J. Brown,
Okay, so the Eagles acquired A.J. Brown for the 18th overall pick and a third-round pick. And then obviously they had to re-up on his contract. So it wasn't 2 first-round picks, but A.J. Brown's one of the highest-paid wide receivers now, and that's because of the Eagles. They gave up a first round and a third round. They won a Super Bowl. Not to say it was all A.J. Brown, because obviously Saquon Barkley, but like A.J. Brown kind of put him over. So,
yeah, again, a singular player, like the Rams were just so different, in my opinion, because they were just giving away first-round picks left and right to acquire these guys. But, so, I mean, it's a fair argument. But I just don't feel like we've seen. I mean, you got to really feel like you're close like that,
of course,
right? And I would make the argument, Austin. I'm not sure the Eagles at the time felt like they were close. The Eagles weren't there. Like that was part of their build. He made them a better team at that juncture of their organization. Then they continued to add pieces. You know, they get all the picks on top of it because they recouped some of that really quick, kind of like the Rams did. They recouped some of their picks and actually then had I don't know. 2 first-rounders in the top 12 coming off like an 11-win season, which is crazy, or something like that. So, yeah, I just think, like, you would think every team would want to go after Micah Parsons. I really think you're talking about, like, a 2-team to make it happen the way it would have to happen.
No,
we're talking about 1, 2, maybe 3 teams that would even sniff it. You bring up Green Bay, certainly a candidate. Maybe the Buffalo Bills, somebody like that, could be a candidate. I don't know if what the pieces of a Baltimore or a Kansas City look like. But again, at the end of the day, when it washes out, I think you would have 2 phone calls, maybe max, for what you'd really have to invest for that piece.
No, I mean, it's literally the teams taking a look at themselves and saying, we're 1 superstar away from going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think Green Bay could be that team. Obviously, Buffalo has been on the doorstep a couple times. But, yeah, there's not a lot of teams out there that should sacrifice that much draft capital and that much money when you have, obviously, a lot of holes to fill.
Yeah, I guess what my point in that is that's why I think he'll end up back in Dallas. It's part of the reason. I just think the chances are so slim for somebody to actually pull the trigger on that move. And let's just be honest. You know the Packers well. Mm-hmm. It's not in the Packers' DNA to make a move like that.
Well, with a new regime, it is.
Yeah, okay. They just
new management.
And not to, in fairness, not to say like it was in the Rams' DNA before either. I mean, they really pivoted off all logic.
Yeah.
If you and they were out in front of that. And made it work.
Do you think it was in the Jaguars' DNA to get Travis Hunter?
No, that's fair, right? Yeah. Like that teams change and you go for it.
Yeah.
And you got to ask that if it's time to go for it or not. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it'll be interesting. I just firmly believe Micah Parsons is going to play for Dallas this year.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that looks like in terms of contractually and everything else, but I do think he'll end up playing there. We'll keep an eye on what the Jags are doing. Again, some cuts coming in. Chad Muma, heard the reports. Daniel Thomas. We got this one too. Just come in. Jackson. Looked good the other day. Mm-hmm. I think the Jags would ideally like to sign him back to the practice squad, would be my sense, and probably will be able to. That is certainly an option for a lot of these guys. Some have to clear waivers, like this young man, and then others, like Daniel Thomas, he'd sign on with any team as a release because he's been in the league for more than 4 seasons. Brent and Austen Show here on a Tuesday. Started with, would you buy a house if there was a murder in it?
I started with practice. I started with the cuts.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, man.
I missed that 30 seconds.
You did. A little longer than that, but yeah,
hey,
it's all good.
Hey, we get to it all here on the show. Mm-hmm. We like to throw a little curveball at you. Mm-hmm. We'll be back. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, And they have delivery options too. Just download the Bonos app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bonos Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bonos Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
You trust CGC to make your water great, and now you can trust CGC with your plumbing needs as well. Fast, convenient scheduling, licensed and insured. A quick call away at 904-552-1242. You never know when you're going to have an issue with a shower, toilet, or maybe it's a sink that sometimes is easy to fix. All right, let's be honest. I'm not fixing anything. I'm totally staging this because when I have a plumbing problem, I call CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing. Trained professionals, transparent pricing, customer satisfaction. Small problem or even a bigger issue. Save 10% off any water heater plus no trip charge. The experts with 25 years of experience at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing can do it all. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. For a limited time, CGC is waiving the trip charge on all related plumbing calls. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jag Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Johnny Wolford kind of had a feeling on Saturday night that could be his last time in a Jags uniform, at least for now, and we'll see what happens to John and his NFL career. It's unbelievable, really, that out of Bishop Kenny to Wake Forest, had a heck of a collegiate career, had a heck of a high school career, and basically had a job ready to go on Wall Street. And the Jets called him, and here we are 7 years later, and Johnny Wolford's still playing in the NFL. So pretty cool story for him. Obviously an undersized player, really smart, and helps a lot of quarterback rooms. I think he's helped this quarterback room, quite frankly, transition Trevor Lawrence. I think Nick Mullins did the same. I'm not sure Seth Hennigan was brought in for that purpose. But now you do wonder a little bit about the quarterback situation here in Jacksonville, backing up Trevor Lawrence. Kyle Trask is free, and could that be an option? He was with Liam Cohen last year in Tampa. Is that an upgrade? Where are you getting an upgrade? It feels like
fans.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kyle Trask, I could see people liking that. I mean, heck, we would like it a little bit too. We know the name, but
Liam Cohen knows him.
And Liam Cohen knows him. But obviously, it looks like a lot of teams are trying to get upgrades. And then the big story, really, Kenny Pickett traded to the Raiders. Mm-hmm. So that kind of moved around that story of Shedeur Sanders a little bit, and also Dylan Gabriel, where it looked like they had a packed room.
Yeah.
And they've kind of leveled that one off a little bit.
No, without a doubt. I mean, I think I'm not going to say it's brilliantly done by the Cleveland Browns, because I still think, we'll see how the Joe Flacco experience, don't call it experience, it's the Joe Flacco experience.
Yeah.
Okay. That'd be like a good band name. We'll see how that pans out, but I think it does help them because they recoup some draft capital, number one, and now they kind of, they trim some of the fat, I feel like, of that quarterback room. And now it's an opportunity, I think, for Dylan Gabriel or Shedeur Sanders, whatever. I assume it's going to be Dylan Gabriel going forward as a backup, and then Shedeur Sanders be the third stringer, but it gives them an opportunity more to learn and not have to worry about Kenny Pickett looking over their shoulder.
Hamby, you were big on this Nick Mullins thing right from the jump.
Yeah.
I mean, day one, we're on to Nick Mullins.
It was not day one.
Day two, maybe?
It was day two. We're excited for Travis Hunter day one, and then day two is Nick Mullins.
Nick Mullins, yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Quickly, like 4 hours into Jags coverage, it was Nick Mullins.
Literally, yeah.
Literally just
Backup quarterback.
after the first preseason game, but okay.
Seriously, Kyle Trask, like at this stage, if it is Kyle Trask or if it is somebody else, if that's where they upgrade or they stick with Mullins, I think like it is what it is what I'm getting at. I don't think the Jags are going to be in some lofty position from a backup QB situation of saying, oh, we got a guy in case our guy goes down. And quite frankly, I mean, fairness, their guy has gone down the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. But see you later season.
Yeah,
if you lose Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, is Kyle Trask going to put this team on his back then and take you to 6-7 games in a row and take you to the playoffs? Probably not.
I don't think anybody thinks that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, unless there's a guy out there you can say, okay, this guy's going to win. Like, literally the only guy that would maybe make me feel some sort of excited would be like Jameis Winston or something. And even him, it's like, it's a roller coaster.
Yeah, I think there's kind of two categories of backup quarterbacks that are not going to be able to carry you in any way. It's just when you envision the backup quarterback, are they always checking the football down? Or are they going to go take shots? And I think those are the two backup quarterbacks that you kind of have. I think Mullins, Mac Jones, those type of guys are your check down guys, get you in the right play, run the football, try to stay on schedule, but it's boring offense. Mm-hmm. So half the idea around the backup quarterback conversation is boredom or entertaining. Or is the guy going to be able to take a shot? Is he going to be able to hit a deep ball? And I think that's stuff that Kyle Trask is at least capable of. At least Bucs fans seem to think so, many of them. And so I don't think it's necessarily about wins and losses, even though you should make the argument that it should. But it's more so, hey, can this guy, put a little something on the football and complete a 35-yard pass down the field whenever we need it?
Well, I think that's like a little like what Flacco's he's not afraid to do that stuff if he's your backup quarterback, guys like that. I mean, the other guys are there just to kind of run the offense more than make plays. That's why you see checkdowns a lot.
Right. For sure. I think I've said this before on the show. There's two types of quarterbacks. There's the young guns who I think have something to prove, then there's the experienced guys that have been in the league forever that know how to manage a game. And if you want to talk about a game manager, there's some teams that are built to have a game manager and have success, whether it's running the football, whether it's playing fantastic defense. Like, you can get away with a game manager and probably win some football games. But then there's some game managers where they're on teams where it's like, dude, we need you to go out there and throw for 300 yards or else we're not going to win. right? And obviously they don't fit in that mold.
I'm just going to rip this right off CBS Sports, okay? Coming out of the preseason, they ranked the top 10 backup quarterbacks.
Oh, God.
Tyson Bagent, who obviously is a nice story. That was kind of a cool story.
Yep.
If you saw that.
We talked about this last week.
Trey Lance.
Well,
Lance.
But to be fair, like
nice
they are pretty high on Trey Lance now after because he's been through some great coordinators.
Yeah.
And now they think he's finally turned the corner.
All right.
Like I get it, but if he came here, would I be excited? Not really.
Not
Kirk
really.
Cousins got to be number 1, or are you going from 10 to 1?
I'm going 10-1.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, it's called a countdown.
Hamby trying to stick up for his boy. That's cute.
I mean, geez, settle down.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson Dart. A little surprised he's at 8. Jarrett Stidham at 7. I
What team
forgot
is he
about him.
on? Austin?
Who's that?
Jarrett Stidham.
I don't know.
I don't either.
He's a backup
Broncos.
quarterback.
Anthony Richardson.
Too
Malik Willis.
Too high for me.
Tanner McKee. A lot of people are high on Tanner McKee. He's with the
they
Eagles.
just brought in another quarterback.
And then they brought in, I think McKee, I think he might have a little bit of an injury.
Who did they just bring in yesterday?
They did. They brought from, Minnesota. Who was it? They traded for him.
Yeah.
Sam Howell.
How? Yeah. So he's
Carson.
gotta be on there.
Carson. Then they signed Carson Wentz.
Okay.
See, I thought that would have been an interesting signing.
What's that? Carson Wentz?
Yeah, like,
Here?
well, yeah, because you're looking at a guy. Like, I'm not saying you need it. I'm just saying that's a guy that, if you're at the list here, he was available like last week.
Of course. Yeah.
That seems like okay. That guy had to go in and play a couple games. I'd feel better. Now, Wentz has been really terrible ever since he wasn't terrible. I mean, he's been pretty bad, but you still feel okay. Jimmy Garoppolo, number 2, and Kirk Cousins, number 1 on that list. So, I mean, here's the deal, guys. Like, I wouldn't take those. Surprisingly, they left out like Jake Browning, Jameis Winston, and Marcus Mariota.
I feel like Jake Browning should be top 5.
I think some of it's just coming out of the preseason, the way these guys played. Like, right?
Okay.
Trey
We
Lance
might be
and stuff.
one of the only fan bases that really think Jake Browning should be in the top 5 just
Yeah,
because he
because
did
what
us
he
so
did.
well,
bad.
but he had some
Literally
success.
dropped trowel all over us.
Yeah, drop trowel all over us.
I mean, I don't know. The hype train about McKee is interesting.
Tanner McKee.
Yeah, because if you've looked at it, like Philly loves him. And
I don't know
now
much
are they
about
just
him.
talking him up or whatever? I don't know. But it's just kind of interesting how much I've seen about him in the last week or so about Tanner McKee. So here's a bottom line, guys. I mean, I said this earlier a couple weeks ago. It really hit me this month. The difference between your starting quarterback and your backups, especially when you think you have a good one, is massive. See, that's the other thing we haven't had here in Jacksonville. We haven't had that gaping hole between the one quarterback and the two all the time in Jacksonville. There's been a battle there, or a guy that, hey, the drop-off's not bad. I mean, the beauty about Trevor Lawrence is he looks different, he throws it different, we hope he plays different and performs different than any of these guys that are on the roster, because that means he's probably pretty good, and that's what you want it to be like. Browning can come in on a Monday night, finish things off, or play well, or whatever else. But if you had to play him for 12 games, you're not getting Joe Burrow performances. All right? So that's it's been the case. I mean, Chad Henne backed up Patrick Mahomes. So did Blaine Gabbert. The drop-off was...
Now it's Gardner.
And now it's Gardner.
Yeah.
It's massive, right? So, I mean, that's kind of what you want it to be. The downside of that is it's really hard to find a good, capable backup. If you do have an injury for 2, 3, 4 weeks that you need to stopgap, I think in that case, then you maybe even look to make a trade. If you really need one that badly, you then make a trade for somebody like a Jameis Winston with the Giants or something like that can just, boom, come in here and play. He's been around football. Now he knows a lot of different offenses, those kind of things.
See, but I think Sam Darnold now has kind of changed the game in terms of like what we feel for a backup quarterback. Because like Sam Darnold, maybe he would have been the starter, but the plan was always to bring in J.J. McCarthy his rookie year.
Absolutely.
Right? And Sam Darnold comes out and tears the league, takes the league by storm. So, like, I think it comes down to, like, there are maybe some of those guys out there. Now, the system has to be right and everything, and their abilities have to match what you're trying to do on offense. But, like, there is some examples where you can bring a backup in and, like, he can turn everything around for you. But, like, here in Jacksonville, we're not thinking, okay, well, Trevor's going to have bad games where he's going to have to be benched. Like, if Trevor Lawrence is benched, then congratulations. Let's wave the white flag and do it all over again.
That's right.
Like, that's not what I see happening. And then with the injury thing, I get it. We have to worry about injuries, the worst case scenario. But I'm not having that narrative right now. I'm not having that conversation. I expect this offensive line to be better. I expect Trevor Lawrence to make better decisions and for him to play 17 games this season. So, if you want to bring in Trask, cool. If you want to bring in somebody else, fine. If you want to keep Mullins, okay, because I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah. I would feel, I'll be honest with you, and I think it's kind of a fool's feeling. If they did go out and get Kyle Trask, I'd feel better than what's in the room right now.
I would too.
I think I'd feel better. Not a knock against any of these guys. I just think I would. And some of that's because I think he's got the size. The thing that bothers me a little bit, how tall is Kyle Trask? You like 6'3" guy?
6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. The thing that bothers me about the Jags backup quarterbacks, they're little.
Yeah.
They're obviously not as talented. It's one thing to be little and really talented guy, that is going to start and play. I kind of don't want the less than talented guy that is kind of fighting to be on a roster also to be 6 foot tall.
Yeah. Does it bother you that he's never thrown a touchdown in a game? He's come in for some games, but he's never thrown a touchdown or anything?
Yeah.
He's came in for, once again, I don't know the capacity of this.
Yeah.
But he's played in 7 games. Well, see,
how many passes has he thrown?
But this can't be right. Because it's limited.
He's probably kneeling down at the end of
Probably
games,
kneeling down.
right?
Then.
So
that's why we need Stet. Pylon Stet.
what did he say?
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's clamor for Stetson Bennett.
We should. He didn't play in the preseason even last year and this
I don't
year.
give a damn who played in the preseason well. You know how many times I've seen people play in the preseason well around here? You know what the overall record is in the last 17 years?
Talking about individual performance, Brent. You want Kyle Trask? Why? Because you've seen him play well in the preseason.
No, I want Kyle Trask because he knows the offense and he checks the boxes.
Guess who just came? Who's in L.A.? Who was?
Yeah, but he's 5'11"
and he makes plays.
He's 5'11".
Dude, he's got actual arm strength.
Dude's literally gonna pull up to the stadium. They're gonna be like, "Hey, can we see some ID? Who are you?" We don't.
Well, Jags have some of those guys right now. I mean, John, with all due respect,
2 national championships.
Listen, I'm not knocking these guys. I think
okay, good. That's the champions.
I think they're great stories. Listen, I just said it. I mean, I love John Wolford's story. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, really. But I'm just saying, if you could have a back, I want to be able to check some boxes on the backup. And yet, play might win out there, but play in the preseason to me doesn't necessarily offset a guy being 6 foot tall and all this other stuff. That's again, I feel a little bit better about Trask because Cohen been around him and had that offense. I mean, you're right about Stetson Bennett. Would I be intrigued by Stetson Bennett? Probably, because I know his background and we're aware of him. I think that's why I'm also a little bit intrigued by Kyle Trask because we know him. So I can't lie about that. I think that's it. But I also just am not in love. What do you say?
No, I don't know. Because I've looked up Stetson Bennett's NFL comparisons out of college.
Wow.
What? I think it's justifiable.
Go ahead, bud. Go ahead.
What? I mean, looking at some of the metrics and everything, Stetson Bennett.
I think it's great that Hamby knows what's coming. He's memorized Stetson Bennett's lifetime stats everywhere.
Do you know who Stetson Bennett's comparison was coming out of college?
I have no idea. Probably somebody who's terrible.
Take a guess.
I would have said before this, I would have said somebody like Minshew.
Sure. Yeah, I would take Minshew.
But I don't think
Johnny
the way you're
Manziel.
saying.
NFL comparison, Nick Mullins. Thanks for playing. Thanks for playing.
Unreal.
Well, I mean, listen,
how cool is
in
that?
fairness, Mullins been a backup in the league now for quite some time, right? I mean, San Fran and Minnesota and here. I mean,
I test, fellas. I test.
Oh, yeah, let's turn on that preseason. Is that Nick Mullins? Oh, nope.
I was just thinking about this. Let me do this real quick. On your hero list, how high is Stetson Bennett?
High.
I got to believe it is.
High, absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, you're 25 years old. So they won what when you were 21 and 22?
Yep.
And I mean, he's got to be like hero status.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of get it. I'm not knocking that.
He's thrown for 512 yards in the preseason with 5 touchdowns.
He's been really good in the preseason. He really has.
Comebacks and throwing darts, getting out of the pocket.
How tall is he really?
He's 5'11".
Is he 5'11"?
Yeah.
Wow. Gosh, he's tiny. Good for those guys, man. No, seriously, good for those guys. They wouldn't even let them in a room 12 years ago When you were playing, they wouldn't even allow him in the room.
Yeah.
If you were 5'11".
Yeah.
Or if you're 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Beat it, Pipsqueak.
They really wouldn't.
Nah.
If you weren't 6'3".
Drew Brees, come on, Brent.
He was like the only one at the time.
Well, he's one of the best ones.
He is.
Yeah.
Well, he might have helped change it a little bit.
True.
But for the longest time, if you weren't 6'3", heck, even playing in the SEC,
Yep.
you weren't going to be recruited.
Yep.
And it's amazing the change of the quarterback. I'm sure
You got Kyler Murray now,
Hey, you got Murray. I mean, you got a lot of guys. Now it's like you have a list of guys. Russell Wilson, from Johnny Manziel, where he did get drafted, to others. Pretty crazy, really, how that morphed and changed. And they changed the whole psyche of, football thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because they would not get a guy that's, under 6'3". Now, you better be mobile under 6'3".
Yeah,
right? You can't be like a statue and
Yep.
under 6'3". Mm-hmm. So, I don't know where I'm with you, by the way. Sit here and wave the white flag if the Jags lose Trevor, okay?
And I'm saying if he gets benched, dude, if he got benched.
Oh, my gosh. Well, if you got benched,
Hey,
we're really in trouble.
We're
But I was saying injury-wise or stuff
Of
like
course.
that. If you lose your quarterback,
over.
like 85% of the teams,
Yeah.
you're in big trouble.
Why don't we just become one of the 15%, though?
Well, that's
Because
what,
we're not-
about the whole conversation is, what's the reality of you finding the 15%? The Giants,
Why?
Okay, what's the reality of having the team to facilitate also the 15%?
that's the thing.
Like,
you can be a backup quarterback in Philly and feel pretty good about your chances.
Heck yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, Hamby, I'm not saying you shouldn't try, but even though I would say, hey, let's go get a Trask way more than Bennett in this situation for me, I'm not telling you that is the answer. I mean, the answer from a backup quarterback, if you really want to go and win a few football games, might be more of the Jameis Winston who's on a team, might be a Jake Browning who's on a team, might be a Gardner Minshew who's on the Chiefs. It might be those guys. And there are only still a handful of those guys is the point that can really – you have a little bit of confidence if that guy's got to come in the game that you can still go get a W on the scoreboard. But that's been the case for decades in the NFL. The problem is they don't make a lot of really good quarterbacks.
I know.
Yeah.
So we like the names and we get intrigued by them. And I'm admitting that even with a Kyle Trask, that I'd be
Because we remember
intrigued.
But we remember Trask from college,
We
right?
do.
Like, remember, the intrigue where he was drafted, it working out, and it really hasn't. And we remember Stetson Bennett from college, too. And, obviously won some national championships and has quite the resume from his collegiate career. But, there's a reason why these guys are getting let go, though. We have to remember, right? It's not like
Stetson's never been let go. Trade for him.
Okay, trade for him. Hey, one last thought about this, though. The other reason I think we're intrigued by a guy like Kyle Trask is because you looked up his numbers and he's got none.
Mm-hmm.
See, when we don't know what the guy has done, right, we're like, okay, I'll buy the upside.
Sure.
Until I see the bad side.
Yes.
The problem with so many of these quarterbacks, Jameis Winston included, is we've got 30 picks in our head. Mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. We know what these guys have not delivered and why they're backup quarterbacks. But we'll see where it goes. I don't know if the Jags are going to make a move. I think they could try to make one, but I also think you might just be trading out Nick Mullins for Nick Mullins.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And that could be the case. Brent and Austen Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Let's take a time out here on the show. Hey, if you're looking for somewhere to go for lunch, how about Bono's Pit Barbecue? 20 different locations around town. And you can also check out online, bonosbarbecue.com. Sign up for the rewards program as well. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If it ain't a pit, it ain't legit. Welcome inside the Armor Guard Exterior and Gutter Helmet Showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet's truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With gutter helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With gutter helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Kinetico reverse osmosis system with a purchase of a Kinetico Premier softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Kinetico water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Kinetico dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Oh, Kenny Pickett. And Deontay small hands, is that what we're looking at?
Deontay Johnson was just released again.
Oh.
Where was he's in Baltimore? Where is he at now?
Browns.
Ooh. Yeah.
What a
Eighth
what a
transaction
turn, right?
in the last, I believe, 14 months.
Can't handle that cold weather. You hear that whole story?
I didn't.
think, was he in Baltimore,
Baltimore.
when he didn't want to go in because it was too cold?
Yes.
Yeah. Not a good look. Maybe basketball should have been the sport for you then if you worry about the cold weather.
What happened to him?
Dude's just an attitude.
I know it changed. Something changed though.
Oh, yeah, something definitely changed. Is this kind of a forewarning, and we'll see, because obviously George Pickens right now is, I think, highly coveted, at least in fantasy
don't do
football.
that.
Well, I'm going to do it real quick. Should you be worried about, because he has George Pickens. Yeah.
Of course.
Should you be worried about, players that leave Pittsburgh? High-profile players that leave Pittsburgh? I mean, we're talking about Le'Veon Bell. We're talking Antonio Brown. We're talking Deontay Johnson. We're talking Megatron. Not Megatron, Mapletron. What was his name again? I can't remember his name. Chase Claypool, got it.
Oh, yeah. Signed that 3-year deal with the Bears, didn't he?
Totally forgot about him.
Oh, there's Mapletron, man.
There's your point.
Mapletron,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. Do they damage him? Because these are all guys that played well and are all pretty young when they get rid of them. Or do they is there something to do with
it might be
they make these guys go, because all of them have issues.
That's how good Mike Tomlin is. He is the only person in the NFL who can
Get the best
corral
out of
them.
Yeah,
and as soon as they leave, they hit the rails.
I think it's been viewed that way. Hey, this guy, he's really good at this. But is it really also them just taking chances on guys that might have sketchy, or are they turning these guys? I mean, the Deontay Johnson one, I don't think there was any stories about him coming out of college. It might have been. I don't feel like it. Felt like a good player for a couple of years, an ascending player, and to paying him, and that nobody saw this coming, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, why is this guy? The other side of this is, why does he keep getting chances? What's the point now? Who's going to take a flyer on him?
I mean, I feel like the problems didn't start, until he hit the Panthers, which is his first team after the Steelers.
Isn't Smith-Schuster another example too? Dude, we go all day with the Steelers players.
Yeah,
it's creepy.
It is kind of creepy.
Yeah.
But I don't know the why. I think a lot of people would look at that and you'd be like, well, only Pittsburgh, they could perform well here. I don't know. Are they? That's somebody give me a psychology lesson of what's going on in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That makes you, when you walk out the door.
Yeah. I mean,
you're not ready for the real world.
In 2021, their offense was Big Ben with Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, and Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah. All three went on to do really not too much.
Okay. Does anybody leave? Now, how did Minkah Fitzpatrick do when he left and went to Miami? Pretty good?
I think he was actually, he was okay.
Okay, so that's an example.
But he was traded, though, yeah?
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't
I'm pretty sure he was traded.
Yeah, he didn't, okay. But yeah, he did well.
That's a good question.
But then he came back, right? Didn't he go back?
Well, he just went.
Yeah,
he just went back to, no, I'm sorry. But yeah, he went Miami to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Now he's back, so we'll see.
Dante Moncrief.
I'm sorry, I had it the other way around.
Yeah.
We'll see now.
Yeah, Moncrief.
Remember that name?
Yes.
Well, Moncrief, did he start in Pittsburgh or did he start in Indy?
No, he went to. Pretty sure he went to Indy after.
Okay.
He was a Jag too.
Yeah. Yeah, but we were looking for guys that started in Pittsburgh that went someplace else and it hasn't worked out.
Or looking for guys that have worked out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who are the guys that worked out? Because I can't really name a lot of them.
Where did Joe Hayden go? He just went to the Browns?
Yeah, he was good in Cleveland.
No, but he started.
But did he go? Which way did he go?
He started with the Browns.
Hayden started with the Browns.
Then
he was
to
the 7th
Pittsburgh.
overall.
Then he went back to Cleveland, I'm pretty sure. Kind of like a Minkah.
Mm-hmm.
In second grade, I gave my teacher one time a top 10 draft order with Joe Hayden going 7th overall to the Browns.
Nice.
And I hit on the first 7, Hayden being the last of them.
Wow.
And it was off the rails from there. But
how about that?
I remember that like it was yesterday.
Nice.
I was actually thinking of this the other day, and I don't know if it would work. This is nothing to do with the Pittsburgh Steelers or anything else.
All right.
But it does have something to do with cut day today. So you know how you pick the 64 teams, the bracket, or 68 teams, whatever the bracket now, and you can win like $1 million if you pick it all right?
For sure.
I was thinking teams should buy insurance to pick the 53 when camp starts. And if you can name the 53, man, rosters.
When camp starts.
Yeah, when camp starts on July 23rd.
Okay.
It's impossible with teams going and getting like Aiden Johnson or going and getting Colin Saunders.
Well, no kidding, it's impossible, and so is picking the 64 to win in the bracket.
But at least it's
at least it's a game.
Well, yeah, but you have a fair shake at the bracket. Like you can't have the foresight to predict like free agents coming in, trades happening, waiver wire pickups, things like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
That'd be like asking us to predict the 64 tournament.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like who like the seeds are going to be.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was just thinking.
Okay.
I was trying to think. I was like, can we do that on the show? How much does it cost to?
I don't want to do this on the show.
Buy insurance. Well, what if you did it like 2 weeks ago?
Okay. And what do you mean buy insurance?
Like you got to buy the. I don't have $1 million.
Sure.
So you got to get somebody that will buy. It's like a hole-in-one in my golf tournament. We buy hole-in-one insurance, and so the bet is that they're not going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you spend $1,000 on hole-in-one insurance, and obviously that's the bet the insurance company's taking.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Same thing would work here, where you'd be like, okay, well, it's almost impossible, to your point. So it's going to cost you $500 for a $50,000 winner or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, probably wouldn't do $1 million. But anyway, I just thought that could be kind of fun. Really, like the Jags they had a ton of transition. I know what you're saying. Most of the teams do. You have like guys that come up and down. Jags really have not had a ton of transactions in camp.
Other than Fred Johnson.
Well, I mean, they have had some. They've definitely had, like, you'll get your Tuesday afternoon,
Does
like,
it seem like
who's
it's been
this
less
guy?
than last year, though?
It does feel like us to me. I feel like there's more movement throughout camp usually than there was this year for the Jags for whatever reason. And some of that might simply be maybe they stayed healthier. The other thing might be they already kind of knew. The Jags feel like for the last 2 weeks, it didn't even Cohen say it. Like we kind of know 48 of our guys or 50 of our guys.
Yeah.
You know, so they kind of knew. I think the big one here, and Gladstone said this in the broadcast the other day, the big battle is not necessarily for the roster spot right now in Jacksonville. I think it's for who's going to be up on a game day, who's going to be active. Or they now have 48 active on a game day? I thought that he said 48. I know the emergency QB can be up and stuff like that.
5 down? Yeah.
I thought it used to be 45. Maybe that's changed over the last couple of years. But either way, I think that's the battle, kind of like the running back stuff. And to me, the running back thing is the most intriguing one going in Jacksonville. Who are they going to sit down on Sunday against Carolina? It is 48?
Yes.
That's changed. I'm pretty sure it was either 45 or 46. That had to be recent.
The team can have up to 48 players active on game day, provided they have at least 8 offensive linemen on their roster. If they have fewer than 8 offensive linemen, the game day roster is limited to 47.
Again, I think that's changed because of the emergency quarterback recently, too. So you can have that guy available, but both quarterbacks have to be injured and out of the game to play him. And I don't know where the other one, maybe it was 46. Maybe it used to be 53 to 46. But that's definitely changed, and that makes some sense too. By the way, the offensive line stuff, because you only have so many guys that play that position. If you have this catastrophe at offensive line in the game, where you have 4 guys go down, I mean, you got to be able to block and play. So that makes some sense along the way. Hey, quick, just thought or two. College football starts this weekend. Well, it really starts this weekend. I know it started last weekend. I noticed something about the Gators I thought was pretty cool. But before I tell you that, I think the Gators are the boom or bust team in college football this year. Is that fair? You do the Stadium Pulse, Hamby. I mean, do you feel that way? Is there another team? Some people are saying, like, hey, Baylor's has a chance to be really good. They've got a lot of guys coming back. Maybe they're a boom or bust team. I'm sure you could go around the block and figure out some of these teams that fit that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it turns out that Florida State was that last year. They busted. They were 10th the preseason. Stupid. But anyway, they were 10th preseason. And they got 2 wins. They busted. I feel like there's a sense Florida is that way. And the bust part of this is not necessarily talent. The bust is it's the same old, and also Lagway's not healthy, and then you're in trouble if he's not healthy because there's so much concern right now about where he is health-wise.
Yep.
But he also could be the Heisman Trophy winner.
Sure.
Like, I really feel like people think he could be in the Heisman race, or he might not play half the games.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it's a good comparison, the boomer bust. I think there's another team. I think Miami is boomer bust.
I agree.
Because, like, they seem to be on the doorstep of turning that program around now. They bring in Stetson Bennett. Now I'm getting
Yeah, baby.
my bad.
They wish.
Yeah, they wish they had Stetson Bennett. Hammy, help me out. What's
Carson Beck.
Thank
Carson
you,
Beck.
Carson Beck. Yes, they bring in Carson Beck, and now I feel like there's a new excitement on that team, and like with Carson Beck, obviously a guy that was slated, I feel like, to go first round last year, didn't, had some consistency issues. Hamby, earmuff it, but he did. And now he's going to Miami, a new scenario, new change of scenery, and they expect him to be the man. So I think it's either Miami or Florida.
I say those two teams are at the very top of my list as well. Because Miami, they have so many transfers. Obviously, if things don't start well, they start with Notre Dame. We're always going to be on the lookout now for teams that have a lot of transfers, and specifically how they start, because you want to see if a team can withhold or withstand going 0-2 to start. FSU couldn't, right? They go 0-2, and it seems like after that, then it wasn't only that they were losing, it was the way they were losing. It looked like there was zero cohesion.
Yeah.
And it was barely a
couldn't
program.
score.
They couldn't even score. They have way too much talent to be that bad on paper.
Yeah.
Right? Florida, I don't think there's any possibility in the world where they could go 2-10 because their line on both sides of the football are so experienced and so talented.
Yeah.
All of those guys are coming back.
It's a good call.
The problem is their weapons are brand new, especially on the outside. Dallas Wilson, true freshman. You have Sturdivant, who's pretty much a freshman coming over, transferring after his redshirt freshman year from Oregon. And then Eugene Wilson, who's been there for forever, but he's always battled injury. There's zero returning productivity from last year. And I think Florida fans, where they're going wrong is I think you're lying to yourself if you think DJ Lagway is going to play 12 straight football games. I just don't think that's feasible. I don't think the way that he plays, looking at the recent history, how is he going to play 12 straight football games in the SEC? I just don't think it's going to happen. So if he misses time, and as tough as their schedule, as they'll tell you that it is, and it is, you have zero shot to win those games. You have, 50-50 shot. If you're playing on the road against Ole Miss, you have no shot to win that game without DJ Lagway. And it's a coin flip if you do have him.
Yeah.
So if you think you're going to go 9-3 with that schedule, then you must think that DJ Lagway is not only no problem going to play all 12 games, and he's going to be in the Heisman candidate at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's the boom part.
Who would you rather see? And once again, assuming they're 100% healthy, you taking Lagway or you taking Beck? Like in terms of one season where you got to, maybe reach the playoff. What quarterback do you want, Hamby? Take the bias out of it for a second.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, first 6 weeks of the season, I'm taking Beck.
Okay.
I think Beck will have a more immediate success at Miami. Well, of course, just because of the defense that he's going to be playing, but more so because of, I think Beck between the years is about as good as it gets in college football. He doesn't have the talent that DJ Lagway has, but DJ Lagway hasn't practiced all year.
Mm-hmm.
He had the shoulder all spring. He had the lower leg all summer. He just started to participate fully in team practices about 10 days ago, right? So if that's the case, I think we're lying to ourselves if we don't come away from season. Yes, we saw flashes of greatness last year with DJ Lagway. His touchdown to interception ratio was 12-9. If you take out the Stanford Bulldogs, it was 9-9. So a guy who goes 9-9 and played and looked like your freshman quarterback last year, then doesn't practice all season, all year, and is starting year two, don't expect him to be, make tremendous strides. Now, by the end of the season, maybe. But Florida better be lucky that they're not playing Miami week 1 this year. Obviously, they did last year. It was 41-17 Miami. Cam Ward, that's when it was like, oh, my gosh, Cam Ward.
Yeah.
Put him in the conversation. Florida, what happened?
That's when
right?
Napier went on the hot seat.
Exactly. So be lucky you're not playing them this year. You're playing Long Island and then USF. because if that game was week 1, I would be taking Miami by 2 scores.
Yeah, I think this is a great question. I think people around here, because so many are Gator fans, are going to be like, what are you talking about? That's the dumbest question in the world. And I'm like, I mean, Lagway obviously has a ton of talent. There's a lot of hype for him, and national hype too, by the way. This isn't just local glasses hype. But I think the context of it is important. He has been healthy. He's still inexperienced for the most part, and Carson Beck is not, So I think there is, if you take the context for 1 year, this year only, you have to win. Who are you taking? And I think a lot of coaches, by the way, would ride with Lagway and his skill set in this answer. But at the end of the day, who's going to have more wins? Miami and Carson Beck, or DJ Lagway in Florida? Now, some of that could be schedule-based and everything else.
All right, well, put it this way. I'll pose it to y'all. If Beck could be the quarterback at Florida, or Lagway could be the quarterback at Florida, you got to win more games this year.
That's what I'm saying. I think that's kind of the nature of the question from Austen. And I think I would probably lean with Beck as well. He's really experienced now. He's been around the block, and they're going to run the football. You said it. Their offensive line is good. Yeah. They've got backs. They are going. Billy Napier, as much as we talk about Liam Cohen running the football, they're going to try to do the same thing down there in Gainesville.
Yeah, Lagway was only throwing it like 18 times a game.
Yeah,
when they were winning last year.
Now Lagway can also be part of that running game.
Right.
Sure. But if he's banged up, is he going to be part of that running game?
I mean, yeah, but just Lagway's ceiling is so much higher, especially, if he would have gotten a full year of practice in, I think the question is undoubtedly Lagway.
Yeah.
Well, I just think that matters way more than Florida fans are allowing. Is the guy literally didn't practice all year, and he barely practiced last year before the season started. Most of his reps came in game.
Yeah.
Which was insane for how well he did, but at the same time, looked like a freshman quarterback.
Yeah, but he definitely provides the juice, right? He's got that part, and who knows if Beck is going to deliver that in Miami with some of the stuff that's gone down in the offseason, that chemistry, that whole thing will be interesting to see. The other thing about Lagway and the receivers have been banged up.
Yeah.
Now, we have no idea about injuries. Heck, we don't know them even here, which is a little unusual, but we definitely don't know them at the college level. Right. And all three, of their top receivers, I think, have been banged up this camp.
Yes.
How severely? Who knows? How well ready will they be? Fortunately, to your point, LIU, USF out of the gates should aid them before they start hitting the really tough part.
Then you go to Death Valley.
Yeah, it gets hard. It gets hard in a hurry for the Florida Gators. One other note I just found interesting. Taking a look at the Gators. And by the way, I think it's great that we can talk about the Gators this way, finally. It's like, okay, they might be good. Like, that is good. And the boom and bust, by the way, at Florida, I don't think, to your point, the bust is 2 wins. But I think it goes back to kind of the way the bust used to be. Bust used to be like 5 wins or 6 wins.
Right.
Really, it used to be even higher. Yeah. But if that's really their bust, that's a miserable season. I mean, even with their schedule, at this point, it doesn't matter. I mean, it just means more. You're going to get the schedule all the time. We're going to sit there and hide behind the schedule all the time? I mean, you want to play in the league or not? Yeah, you can't just boast throughout the league when you want to and then say it's so damn hard when it doesn't work out. So 7 wins is like the barometer now. So either be elite or not, and that's the difference. It's like, are you going to get the double-digit wins and be part of the conversation, or your bust might be 6 wins? But the thing that I noticed and I thought was kind of cool, I feel like there's a lot more Jacksonville on the Gators roster than there has been. In bigger names from our area, too, Sharif Denson's now been there a long time. I'll just go down the list a little bit. Treyon Webb obviously has the injury out of Trinity Christian. He's been there a couple years now. Drake Stubbs, he was a highly recruited kid out of Mandarin. He is there. If you don't, Grayson Howard went to South Carolina. Jackson High went to South Carolina, now been at Florida a couple years. He's a good football player and will play for them. Tramel Jones at quarterback. They've really raved about him in camp. Does he get an opportunity earlier than expected if there's a situation? I doubt it, but who knows? And the future there could be, at some point, include Tramel Jones at the quarterback position, who also played at Mandarin, missed his senior year for the most part because of injury. Let's see. Keep going. I'm going to give you a couple more. There's a couple of guys like Brian Case walked on. He was a very good player at Ponte Vedra. Harold Stubbs from Oakleaf. He was at Florida State, is now a redshirt junior at Florida. And there's a couple more I want to get in here real quick because one of them in particular, Austin Barber, that's the name to watch.
Yep.
And he's from Trinity Christian. He's that offensive lineman, 6'6", 315, redshirt senior. He's going to be a draft pick.
Yep.
He's a stud on their offensive line, and he's really had a nice career, like growing and developing and maturing into this kind of player. I don't think people were like raving about him at Trinity Christian, if I remember correctly, in high school. So congrats to him for giving himself an opportunity. Roderick Kearney's another offensive lineman out of Orange Park. He's now been there a couple of years. And I thought there was one more. Maybe that was it. I guess that was it. So anyway, I think it's nice. That's a nice Jacksonville contingent. You always have some Jacksonville guys. But some of those guys were really highly thought of coming out of Jacksonville. Like 4 and 3 and 4 and 5-star kind of guys that could now impact the Florida Gators. And some of those are Florida State guys that flipped around, too, which is pretty interesting on that whole deal. Meanwhile, in Tallahassee, we're going to be there on Saturday for that one. That's a fun game with Alabama to start the year. And you talk about I don't know what to expect.
Whew.
They're going to get their tails kicked.
Hey, there's been a lot of pregame talk. I like it. There's been a lot of bulletin board material.
Yeah, Castellanos, by the way, he's another guy. He's a Ware County guy, so he's kind of in our viewing area, in our market. And he helped them to a state championship years ago. Was at Boston College. He's done some things. He got some experience, and he obviously isn't afraid to yap. He's been yapping quite a bit.
Yeah.
But, I mean, Alabama's better. We know that. Alabama also comes in with an unproven quarterback in a place that could be pretty loud and crazy in the first half, at least, if the score can stay close.
Yep.
13.5 is such a huge number in that game, but we really don't know what to expect out. I mean, they've closed shop in Tallahassee. They haven't let like anybody in. You have no idea. Like, do you know a damn thing about Florida State?
Well, I mean, I know who their weapons are. I think I know exactly what kind of system they're going to run now that they have Gus Malzahn as their offensive coordinator. It is really going to be really a throwback to the Francois Travis days of forget the drop back quarterback that we kind of saw from DJU. They couldn't do it with DJU last year. It's going to be, I mean, Castellanos is going to run a lot, and that's what Malzahn. I mean, that's how he made Nick Marshall successful all the way back at the Auburn days. That's what he tried at UCF, and it failed miserably. But I mean, that's why as a FSU fan, there's something to buy in, because you saw Mike Norvell be able to do it with Jordan Travis. You saw Malzahn, his track record with it 10, 15 years ago, right? And you believe you have a player now to do it. You got Deuce Robinson as a weapon, who's one of the top players in the transfer portal from USC. But as a guy who saw UCF up close and personal with Malzahn and Castellanos starting there as a true freshman, like these two guys were has-beens, right? And it didn't work there, so why would it work now? And you know, Castellanos goes to BC, and Bill O'Brien wants to run about as much of an NFL pro-style system as possible, so I get why it didn't really mesh there. But at the same time, Castellanos got benched. So, you know, is there a lot of untapped potential? Yes. So FSU fans can buy into that. But as far as the history, there's a lot to say, man, you're kind of just spinning your wheels here. So, who knows?
I think it's fascinating, too. I mean, Alabama, they're raving about what he's doing in year 2 at Alabama.
And they got Grubb, the offensive coordinator, finally.
But I think what I find fascinating, the two coaches, because if they're wrong about Alabama, and this is a day and age where you can be wrong, because you have no idea what's going on, and you have no idea the impact of the transfers and everything else and the cohesion and the money you've spent, just ask Mike Norvell.
Right.
And I think Norvell's interesting here, because it seems like if Florida State gets to 6 or 7 wins, it's like, hey, nice job. I mean, he came off a 2-win season.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still kind of wondering where the hell the program's going. Yeah. So these are interesting programs right now, 2 years removed from Nick Saban and a Final Four flirtation for Florida State.
Yeah.
And sure, I think people are just going to assume Alabama because Alabama. But you know what? Florida State was preseason 10th last year, and they won 2 freaking games.
We have some new some Jaguars roster updates one's a little surprising to me.
Oh.
ESPN's Jeremy Fowler stating that Jaguars releasing a pair of fourth-round picks from 2024, Javon Foster and defensive tackle Jordan Jefferson, per sources. Jefferson's a guy who was obviously on the bubble, but I thought played one of his best games. I think I've seen him play in that last preseason game against Miami. One could see now, I'm going to go Saunders. I guess maybe Austin Johnson is in the running. I haven't really seen a lot of Austin Johnson. Is he still?
Him or Lacey.
Or Lacey.
But Lacey, you don't see him play in that spot as much.
Well, I mean, like this is the nose tackle, but I assume interior is going to be just
conglomerate. Guys, I think Lacey's kind of on the bubble as well.
Oh, same here.
So the Jordan Jefferson one doesn't surprise me. What else did you say?
Foster.
Oh, Javon Foster.
Javon Foster. But I mean, both picks of Trent Baalke.
Yeah, those
fourth rounders just last year.
Get them out.
That was just last year.
Golly.
Let's do this. Let's give you an update on where we're at on the cuts for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and maybe even take a visit back to these, because usually you won't cut too many guys, especially third and fourth round guys, from a year or two prior, even with a new regime. Again, you can only make so many moves.
Right.
But Javon Foster has had no upside, it seems like. From the moment he walked in here, didn't seem great. Jordan Jefferson, most forgotten player, I feel like, from a draft pick standpoint that I can remember in a while. Like, didn't even realize he was on the roster until, like, right before the game against Miami. Kind of forgotten. Nobody was talking. It's not like he made a play. Nobody's talking about him. That's why they went and got Saunders, by the way, because they needed some more of that depth. And then Lacey's a guy that I think has done a couple of things, but I'm still not convinced he's going to be a part of it. And then you're also getting rid of the Daniel Thomases of the world. It's been a little bit on him. Chad Mumas of the world. Third-round pick. The Jags are once again flip-flopping draft classes and really turning them into nothing.
Yeah.
Quite frankly.
Yep.
I mean, this outside of this 2021 class that still has stuck around, the draft classes are starting to take bad shape. And some of the acquisitions made by the prior regime as well. We'll update everything and see where we're at on the Jags roster cuts. Again, 4 o'clock the deadline today. And once again, there's a look at the Florida State depth chart. The Action Sports Jacks team will be in Tallahassee on Saturday, so we'll be there for that one. Blowout, or do they keep it close? Hamby, you got a feel? You think blowout?
17 points.
Okay. So, I mean, that could be like a 10-point game that turns into a 17-point game late.
Yes, it'll be a game and a half.
Okay. That'll be interesting to see. I hard to predict. Really, really hard to predict. Your head kind of tells you blowout. But I kind of want to see a good game.
Sure.
Because this is a cool game. Really cool game on paper. Really might not be that cool by the time second quarter rolls around. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at nimnickbuickgmc.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can get a free Connecticut reverse osmosis system with a purchase of a Connecticut Premier Softener. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Ask about our 90-day love it or leave it guarantee. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
High school football is right around the corner, and here at Action Sports Jacks 24/7, we're bringing in a new wave of high school football coverage, introducing the Blitz Breakdown and the Friday night game of the week. Start your week off right with the Blitz Breakdown on Monday nights, giving you live analysis, interviews, picks, rankings, and more, making it a one-stop shop for high school football in the 904. And don't think we're stopping there, because on Friday nights when the lights get bright, Action Sports Jacks 24/7 will be there with a live game of the week, bringing you some of the best in-county rivalries in the area.
Play as hard as you can play, do your job, and stay together. Okay, the rest will take care of itself.
Action Sports Jacks 24/7, your home for high school football.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Fantasy football right around the corner. People saying Tyreek Hill may have lost a step, little injury prone. How good will this Dolphins offense be? But one would think if Tyreek Hill has any incentive to play his ass off this year, to make every single one of his escalator bonuses, this is the year. Because Tyreek Hill, going through a divorce, hey, it happens, not a big deal. But according to the Daily Mail, which was a newspaper, I guess, in England, so why they're talking about it, I don't know. But
it's like TMZ over there.
I guess so. His former spouse, Kita Vicara, who he was married to for 17 months, has secured a $500,000 one-time payment. She will be getting $20,000 to $50,000 a month in, quote, spending money. She will be receiving $100,000 for a new car. She will have her legal fees paid, which are $450,000. And she will have exclusive use of their $5.5 million Miami mansion. Tyreek Hill is still on the hook for the mortgage and utilities of that house as well.
All right, so I just added that up. Before you got to the $5.5 million house,
for Tyreek Hill.
It was $1 million. And then how much did you say a month?
20
so,
to 50 grand.
So she's getting a 500
spending money.
So $500,000 one-time payment, 20 to 50 grand a month in spending money, 100,000 for a new car, 450K for legal fees, and the exclusive use to their $5.5 million Miami mansion, in which Tyreek Hill still has to pay for the mortgage and the utilities.
What?
Who was her attorney?
I don't know, but
I have no idea, man.
I don't know, but Tyreek should have used Kenny Lay.
Tell him, Brent.
Holy cow.
Tell him, Brent. Like, there's wow, this is kind of funny, and then there's wow, this is like.
It doesn't say 20 to 50,000 spending. How long does that go for?
No, it doesn't say that in this headline.
Okay.
And this is a verified
They were married
thing.
17 months. Is that what it was?
17 months, Brent.
15 months.
15 months.
Well, according to this article, it says 15 months. I'm sorry, 17 months.
Okay.
Whatever. I mean,
you get the
a
point.
little over a year.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Hey, Tyreek, Men Only Family Law, only.com. Kenny Lay and Associates. Might want to go there. Now, listen, he's got plenty of money, but what a jackpot.
Do you?
I would have married Tyreek Hill for 17 months for that.
I mean, man. I mean, hey, man, more power to you. But, like, I understand, like, there's no prenuptial. But by the way, word of the day is prenuptial agreement, everybody, maybe,
Yeah,
right?
maybe.
But,
I mean, Tyreek was busy. I mean, he was on the way having like 14 kids in that same time
But
span.
imagine, true. But imagine having to pay for the utilities and the mortgage of your $5.5 million house, and you don't even get to live in it.
You know what's crazy about that part is how does he even keep track of that?
I don't know. I'm
Like,
sure.
what do they do?
I'm sure he has
He's
people.
got people that just
He's
keep
got people.
track. So he's really paying even more because he's got to pay people to pay that.
Yeah.
Oof. That's something, man.
Man,
that is something.
I can't even fathom.
Yeah, I can't either. I can't even that's like doesn't sound real life.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me thankful for my process wasn't. Yeah, we were good.
Are they the ones that bought the house that you were talking about earlier?
I mean, he might be looking for a discount on a new house, man. At this rate,
You might be looking into a settlement for that detainment that he went through.
That too.
From the police department.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Nothing. I think it was just, I don't think
No, I'm sorry, not that. I'm thinking, well, first of all, it's been a weird, every start of the season's kind of weird for Tyreek Hill.
Well, yeah, there's the whole where he got arrested.
Last year,
thing,
we were
and
there.
Calais Campbell got arrested. Yeah.
I was talking about it like in the press. I was like, when I went to the press box in Miami Saturday night, I was like, oh man, it brought back memories. This
Putting
is where
the
it
Gentle
broke.
Giant. Remember seeing the Gentle Giant handcuffs, man? I've never been so more
That was
upset.
a wild story.
Man.
And still, the Jags lost that game.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But and now this. So every year he's got something going on. I mean, I just cannot imagine. These guys, they can play at this high level and have all this stuff going on is crazy to
Yeah.
me.
How can you focus?
Yeah, how do you focus?
How can I run a go route when I know I got to pay my mortgage for my ex still living in the house with the utilities? She's probably going to run up the imagine, like, dude, I would be so petty. How much water are you using? I'm putting a limit on the water. It's going to be a 5-minute shower and that's it. I'm not paying for extra utilities here.
That is wild.
It's no way to live, Brent.
The one I was actually thinking about too in this whole, whatever happened to like that whole Antonio Brown deal? Didn't he have like a warrant out for him?
Oh, yeah. Like, for
Because he had like, was Raven the gun or something?
Yeah.
And
I don't know if he did.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he claimed self-defense in that one. Is that not that one? When
Did
he got in
that,
the fight
did that
in
have
the
a
club?
resolution? I mean, I went away for a couple weeks in the summer. Maybe that had a resolution during that time.
I didn't see it.
But that was like an odd thing. It hit me the other day or a couple weeks ago or something. I was like, whatever happened to that story? Was that a real story? Or did I make it up? Was it Antonio Brown being Antonio Brown?
This was in August. Well, it depends if you believe in Dove Kleiman or whatever. If you like that guy. I mean,
He aggregates all the stuff, so
I
it
know.
came from somewhere.
But August 6th, he tweeted that Antonio Brown has not returned to the U.S. for nearly 2 months after a warrant was issued for attempted murder, according to court documents. Brown is facing serious charges connected with a shooting incident at a boxing match in Miami, but instead to surrendering. Sorry, this is kind of long-winded here. Hold up. Instead of surrendering to authorities, he's been living lavishly in Dubai, openly flaunting sports cars, luxury items, and even posting screenshots showing a $24 million bank balance.
Wow.
The shocking twist, though, however, is that Brown recently told a bankruptcy court he's completely broke, owns zero jewelry, and is merely staying as a guest with his friends in the UAE, United Arab Emirates.
Wow.
According to AB, those extravagant social media posts were all AI-generated content for promotional purposes. Brown assured the court he intends to return to the U.S. soon to deal with his active arrest warrant, but as of August,
nice of him.
there's still no definitive timeline for his return. AB's post-NFL life keeps getting messier.
Wow. So he just like, but they don't go get you?
No, I mean, if you're out of the country, you can't. Like, there's some countries where they call it
extradite.
Extradite, yeah. I saw it happen in Batman.
I know.
Batman, we have the same page?
No, well, not just that. Just from it's like movie-driven stuff, right?
Oh, yeah. But yeah, because like this dude was, I forget if he was in China or Japan where they couldn't extradite because they don't extradite their own. So Batman's like, I'll take care of it. And then Batman went over there and dragged that dude's ass back and then like put him in front of the courthouse and said, like, here's your trash. Yeah, it's like a documentary.
Hamby, we have trained the chat well. Killer Tofu says, fix Austin's name. I like it. We got people editing the show all over the place. We need stuff
Casey
like
Kurtz
that.
strikes again. Have it been like that the whole time?
I don't know.
Hamby.
Look at that. See how quick he fixed it?
Yeah.
The Jaguars continue to lose or waste draft picks. Not lose, but waste.
Yeah.
Let me go to the 24 draft class for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brian Thomas Jr., that was good. Mason Smith, that's going to happen. Jarian Jones, we think he's going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Javon Foster, let go. Jordan Jefferson, let go. Fourth round. DeAndre Prince, 5th round, let go. Keelan Robinson didn't make it through last year. 5th round. Cam Little, you are the best. And Miles Cole, he is still on the roster as of now. I think it's probably a bit of a long shot. Could practice squad him, is my guess.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, that draft is pretty good.
Yeah.
Thomas, Smith, Jones, Cam Little.
Yeah.
If Smith and Jones are pretty good, that could be a pretty good draft class. I mean, they get 4 guys out of, what do they have, 9 picks?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you'd like the other ones to at least be on the team still. That doesn't look like that's going to happen. It was a boom or bust kind of draft. The previous year, Anton Harrison, I like him. Brenton Strange, like him. Tank Bigsby, we'll see, but he's going to be here. Ventrell Miller, not bad. Tyler Lacey, I think he's probably going to get cut. Yasir Abdullah, I think he could get cut. Antonio Johnson and Parker Washington and Christian Braswell next. Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
Are these Trent Baalke checks still hitting the Venmo or what? What are we doing here?
You can argue with me if you want.
No, it's
I
fine.
mean, those aren't bad.
It's fine.
I mean, Christian Braswell's a 6th round pick, and he's like your
Sure.
4th corner.
Mm-hmm.
Eric Hallett, no. Cooper Hodges, I actually think it would have been a good pick, but didn't work out. Raymond Vohasek, remember that guy?
No.
I don't.
And Derek Parrish, remember him?
I
It was
remember
like
Derek
the guy they turned into a
Parrish.
fullback.
Yeah. Who was?
Vohasek was a defensive tackle out of North Carolina.
Huh.
Great pick.
I'm not sure he made it through camp. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember him.
You should get fined as a general manager if your pick doesn't even make it through camp.
Yes, you should.
Holy cow.
Okay, but I don't know. Here's the problem with this class. Harrison, Strange, Bigsby, Miller. Antonio Johnson's going to be a part of this team, and I think he's going to play. Nico, I think they're pretty impressed with what he's done. Parker Washington's been terrific this camp. Christian Braswell might play. Okay, so you got like 7 guys.
How many starters, though?
Harrison, Strange. I don't know what they're going to do with Bigsby. I think you could call him a starter right now. It's going to be one or two, like a mixed committee guy. Ventrell Miller. We'll see what happens with your Devin Lloyd stuff.
Yeah.
Right? You count Parker Washington as a starter or no?
I don't.
No. 4th guy in. I don't think Antonio Johnson and Braswell are starters. So 3 or 4.
3 or 4
starters out of remember, he had like 13 picks that year.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know. The problem with that draft class is I don't know if you have a stud in any of them. I think Strange has a chance to be, and we're going to find that out a little bit. I'm not sure if anybody's labeling Ventrell Miller as like a Pro Bowl guy or Anton Harrison, quite frankly, at this point. So that's That's how we grade drafts sometimes. Did you make the team?
Sure.
At 22, Trayvon Walker, Devin Lloyd, we'll see. Fortner, gone. Muma, gone. Smoot Connor, gone. Gregory Jr., gone. Buster Brown was your next best pick after Trayvon Walker right now. And maybe Devin Lloyd because PFF loves him so much.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then 21 is Trevor, Travis, Tyson, Walker Little, all still part of it. Andre Sisco gone. J2 Philly, remember him?
Yep.
Jordan
Was
Smith,
he USC?
remember him?
Yes.
Yes. Luke Farrell and Jalen Camp. Nothing out of the back end of that at all. And obviously the top heavy guys are Lawrence and Campbell under contract and actually Walker Little under contract. I'm not sure you earned it, or we'll see, but it's a decent deal, quite frankly. The fourth-round picks have been atrocious. That's that boy. I just saw a tweet from him. Here are the fourth-round picks since 21 for the Jags. J2 Philly, Jordan Smith, Tyler Lacey, Ventrell Miller, Jordan Jefferson, Javon Foster.
Hasn't been good.
Total disaster.
Ventrell Miller is the only one, right? That's even assuming Lacey doesn't make it, be the only one.
That needs to be sanctioned or fined or investigated.
I think the one thing about, again, this is relative, so allow me. The Venmo has not been hitting. In full disclosure.
Here we go.
But the thing about it that's changed, in my opinion, since 2019 for the Jags versus the whole rest of like that decade is that their early picks have been good and impactful, helping you out, not busts, re-signed. I mean, starting in 2019, you have Josh Hines-Allen. Then obviously you have Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne. Then you have Trayvon Walker, and you do have Devin Lloyd, so that one might not go.
But also, is ETN, was he worth it where you picked him?
Probably not, right? We've had this discussion before. Got something, but not what you want out of that first-round pick. Anton Harrison, I mean, he's your starting right tackle. I'm a believer in Anton. I know the book's still out on him.
Correct.
Then Brian Thomas Jr. Did I miss one in there? Well, now that's this Travis Hunter, but I think I missed one somewhere in there. So, anyway, I do think my point here is the Jags used to miss on the first-round guys, too. Like, that was a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
They've actually had some picks that have really paid off for them and built the roster to where it is today. Now, what we don't know is just how good that is. Good by Jag standards, but what is it for the NFL standard?
Not good.
You've got Pro Bowls and you've got new contracts. If Trevor Lawrence is good, it's good, right? If Trayvon Walker earns another contract, it's good. Josh Hines-Allen has earned a contract. Brian Thomas Jr. is considered a very good wide receiver in the NFL right now. So,
but once again,
we didn't have that in the previous 15 years.
We didn't have it, but once again, with Trevor Lawrence, I think that was a layup, right? Like that was the number one pick. With Trayvon Walker, like
that wasn't a layup.
Wasn't a layup, but one could say the layup would have been Aiden Hutchinson.
Might have been better, right?
And I think right now at their careers, I mean, once again, I'm happy Trayvon Walker's here because I think he's a hell of a player. Well, you can make the argument and say they made the wrong pick there.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's two of them. Where like I don't give you like the we've been
even some of this is some of this is actually Caldwell too.
Yeah,
20 is the big miss because they had Henderson and Chase on. So since 19, they have actually had guys. Now, could you have gotten better guys? Absolutely. But does getting Trayvon Walker instead of Aiden Hutchinson, does it make up for it by getting Brian Thomas Jr. at 23?
Sure.
Right? Maybe. Yep. I mean, if you want to sit and argue it. I just think that's the difference between the Jags of probably my first 12 years here and the last however many years is that they actually have produced with a first-round pick where they were whiffing, man. Like, you can't whiff in the top 10. You just can't do it. It's got to be a part of your organization. And so at least from that standpoint, outside of 2020, I don't feel like they've whiffed. Even on Anton Harrison, I don't feel like they've whiffed. I think he's the book's out, but we'll see. I think what's interesting about this group I think they're going to hit on a lot more of your guys that you've asked for, the gems. I think look at the 7th rounders right now. Look at how you feel about them. 4th rounder in Tootin. The league's starting to talk about him really like him. So you might get a lot more of those 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round picks where this, Bulky was brutal at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your best one is...
it was my biggest complaint of Trent Bulky.
I think your best one... Well, Parker might be the best one.
Sure.
As a 6th round pick so far. So we'll see. Of course, we don't know, by the way, on this class either. Like somebody just said the other day, what's this draft class going to do? What do you feel like this draft class is going to offer outside of Hunter?
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell because we don't know what Caleb Branshaw, he's been out, right? That's intriguing. Wyatt Milam, I think, could eventually become a starter. Tootin's obviously going to be, he's, like you said, he's becoming the household name already. I think he'll get an opportunity, but will he be a starter right away? Probably not. So really kind of falls all on Travis Hunter.
Hamby, how do you feel about this draft class? Because the argument in the last however many years, hey, man, the draft has to come in and impact. These guys got to come in and impact. They got to help you out. Well, to the point you just made, Ransaw, Milam, both injured.
Yeah.
Tootin has a chance to really help you out in the 4th round. I really think LaQuinn Allen has a chance to help you out in the 7th round. I don't think Monheim's going to help you out right now. I mean, he might be a good prospect, might be a future center, might be high on him. Doesn't mean he's going to help you out right now. And obviously there's so much on Travis Hunter. But
I doubt what the ceiling could be on Jack Kaiser.
Same thing. I don't feel like you're going to get a huge impact from Kaiser right now. So if we're looking at it in the context of how good is this class, I mean, it's really probably Travis Hunter and Tootin.
Yeah.
In terms of the impact right now. Now, listen, I've always been a believer that I don't mind that as much as everybody else does. I think you kind of start building. If you get them to play a little bit here or there, they develop, they give you more as the year goes along, which I think is the plan for Tootin, quite frankly, is to hopefully by midway through, you get him more reps and he becomes your lead back in the next year and year after that. Mm-hmm. And then you also have Jack Kaiser who takes over for Foye Oluokun when his contract, gets too steep. That's how the draft can work as well, especially if you have some pieces in place. And if you take a chance on a guy like Travis Hunter. So the bottom line is, if you thought Travis Hunter had to help out anyway because the Jags traded a lot of things away, he really has to help them out to punctuate the draft class because you never had a 2nd round opportunity this year.
Of course.
Because of the acquisition. So it's so much on the shoulders of Travis Hunter, this draft and the early returns at least for what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a wide receiver and a cornerback, it's going to be on you. They gave up the capital to get him. It is on him. Travis Hunter, regardless of what Tootin looks like this year, regardless if Ransaw comes out, this draft class will be defined by the play of Travis Hunter, and it should be.
And that's it, really. It might be that. And again, like I said, I think you could have your future guys in place for next year, but that was no different than what the Jags have been doing the last couple of years in the draft, trying to hopefully have future guys in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. Pans out that this regime doesn't like some of them, with guys like Jordan Jefferson, Javon Foster, maybe a Tyler Lacey and others. Getting cut. Noon hour ahead. We'll take a look at some of the top headlines if you're just catching up to where the roster is at. Some of the reports coming out. Again, 4 o'clock is the deadline, and that's when we will know more about what this roster looks like. And then you add practice players and everything else. We'll see what the Jags roster looks like, and if they hit the waiver wire, where they can get some help. If you're looking for a place to go for a little lunch or maybe dinner today, how about Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls, Fernandina Beach, Town Center, and down in Durban as well. Check out masonslobster.com. Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
For the game day hustle and every day in between, juggling my show Jags Social to going under the Friday night lights and a social life, it's a daily tournament. But this ride, MVP status. The all-new 2024 Lincoln Nautilus isn't just my car, it's my personal locker room, office on the go, and VIP lounge on wheels. Let's talk tech. My profile remembers everything from customizing my dash display to setting the ambient lighting and my signature scent. And wireless charging, essential for live tweeting scores. Whether I'm packing for a beach day with friends or heading to the gym, there's space for every passion. After dominating all day, this becomes my recovery zone. The massage feature is like having a personal PT on call. Life's a non-stop game, but with this ride, I'm always on my A game. The 2024 Lincoln Nautilus. Drive your passion.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Hey, noon hour begins on a Tuesday, 4 hours away from cut time for the NFL, and the Jags have cut some former draft picks. Again, I don't know if big names are the story. I think the league, it's so funny how if you look at everywhere around the league, and I just tweeted this, and some people I think are saying it, there's no doubt this comes from agents, right? The teams don't release until 4 o'clock, usually, and then so the agents will leak it out, and they send it to the Peliceros of the world and everybody else. Rappaport, Schefter. And every time Rappaport, Schefter, and Pelissero are tweeting in a surprise cut.
Oh, yeah.
Like Chad Muma, surprise cut.
Yeah. That's just like, because that's going to jump up. Hey, Casey, taking notes? You have to use the word surprise all the time when we talk about videos or tweets, because when you try to purvey it as a surprise, people like retweet it better, supposedly, or else why would you say it?
There you go.
There's
hey, Terry, put the mic in front of you.
There we go.
I can't hear you guys at all. My headphones don't work.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
No, it's not that. I turned it up. It's going in and out. Like, it's not plugged. That's insane. I can't do that. That's wild.
Oh, gee, I can't imagine why they don't work.
All right, Hamby, you're just going to have to yell really loud.
I thought you weren't answering because you weren't introduced properly.
That's a good point, too, actually.
Well,
I appreciate
that. I was
that.
waiting for him to get on the screen. You want me to announce you when you're not even on the screen? All right, man, here we go.
Yeah. Nah, don't announce yet. I got the Public Services recycled headlines of the day. Yep. He can wait. RecyclingSimplified.com. So the story is, from the Jags' perspective, you're going to see guys like Jordan Jefferson, Javon Foster, a couple fourth-round picks released. Chad Muma, the story is he's been released. Daniel Thomas, he's been released by the Jaguars. Released, waived. The difference is 4 years, basically. If you're 4 years or under, you're waived, and then other teams, the other 31, have a chance to pick you up on the waiver wire. I think the Jaguars are 5th on the waiver wire order right now. If you're released, then you can go sign with anybody. So like a Daniel Thomas can go sign with anybody. Guys like Jefferson and Foster would go through the waiver wire system first. I thought it was pretty interesting when Daniel Thomas gets released. Fun guy, really good special teams guy. Hasn't played a ton of safety, but he's played at times when they needed him to. I think he's getting released for a younger player and a more inexpensive player like a Austen Lane, obviously someone they invested in the 6th round with their draft. That's just the way the business of the NFL works. So he's been a very good football player. I assume he will land with somebody in part of their core special teams unit somewhere around the National Football League. The other thing that I thought was pretty interesting about that release, he was actually like the 5th most tenured Jacksonville Jaguar player coming out, going into this season. And the other ones are 2018 Logan Cook, 2019 Josh Hines-Allen, Andrew Wingard, 2019 as well, and now Devon Hamilton in 2020. Those are your 4 most tenured players on the Jacksonville Jaguars. You got to go to 2020. So it's really been a shift of the roster. And then you start getting into guys that are 21. Trevor Lawrence would be like in the top 10 of the most tenured players now on this Jacksonville Jaguars roster. That's a look at your recycled headlines of the day. Republic Services, RecyclingSimplified.com. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, and Jason Hamby, and Mr. 3K.
Ladies and gentlemen, gracing the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network with his presence, Mr. 100K by Wednesday, Casey Kurtz.
Appreciate it.
By the way, your name was, I was Casey Kurtz for a good part of the show today. I'm not sure if you saw that part. Oh yeah. We got A-Train 92 right off there, and I was Casey Kurtz for a little bit.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Did you get the bump?
Got the bump of the chats.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Not sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but there was a bump.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see you retweet your Devin Lloyd take from yesterday. What happened there? I put out a tweet that said Austen Lane thinks Devin Lloyd's going to get cut from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I didn't see you retweet it, so I just wanted.
You think Shedeur Sanders got it? I retweeted it, man.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, you're welcome.
He hadn't this morning. I'm telling you right
what
now.
time you get up? You're an early riser?
Don't worry about it.
What time? Okay, I mean,
you texted me like a couple of days. You were bragging about getting up at like 6:50 the other day.
I retweeted like at 8 or something.
See?
8 o'clock in the morning today.
See, when I get up, it wasn't retweeted.
Why are you get up so early?
Brent didn't retweet it.
You about to double down? Don't worry about it.
Brent didn't retweet it.
I tweeted it last night.
Brent usually does get them about 1 second after they post. No, Brent?
Is that the Shedeur Sanders one?
No, that's the Devin Lloyd one.
Devin
It
Lloyd one.
It doesn't say you're on there.
No, I must have missed the Devin Lloyd one.
I mean, he's got a lot going on, bro. He's on Twitter. You know, there's a lot of mentions at Brent, I'm sure. Still part of the Parker Washington stuff.
Gotcha.
So it's hard to see everything.
Gotcha.
What's up, man? What are we, 10K by Wednesday? What are we at right now?
I mean, it doesn't help when you guys don't retweet them.
I retweeted it.
Say something interesting for once.
Oh my god! Not to say something interesting. See, it wasn't. First of all, just retweet it. Okay, now I have to.
There are levels of this.
Should I just make my own videos and say Casey can do them?
That's fine.
Okay,
That's fine too.
cool. I'll start doing that then.
It's all good. These are baby steps.
I know, man. I know. Everyone's got to do their part. I got it. I thought retweeting was good enough, man. I guess not.
We're proud of you.
I'm trying, man.
I'm proud of you.
I'm trying.
We appreciate it. Appreciate the bump.
Yeah, it's
probably
cool.
got an extra 25K off the Parker Washington.
I don't have that many followers, but yeah.
No, I bet it bumped it because it was refresh in the morning. See, I kind of like you do it in the morning, so it's like a next day bump. That's a good little separation point.
Yeah,
it's good.
The people in the DMs like it.
Absolutely.
The NFL people like it. So
they liked what, the Parker Washington one or the other one?
They're asking me, do you think actually their sources coming at me saying, "Hey, what do you hear about Parker Washington?" I'm just like, I didn't respond.
Did you tell them?
I don't want to out them either. One might have 500,000 followers.
Oh, but you would also or could say
we can probably figure out who that is.
I could probably.
You check it out.
I think what you should have said is, "Hey, man, have you seen the scuttlebutt around the league this week? I mean, day after we talked about that, Minnesota says they're looking for a receiver.
Yeah.
Patriots looking for a receiver. Denver trades a receiver.
I'll
San
just
Francisco looking for a receiver.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of work.
You think there have been calls being made?
I'm going to leave it at red.
Absolutely.
I'm going to leave it on red. We're good.
That works too.
Fine. Yeah, I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play the source game and trade information and stuff.
But here's the deal. Like, you can make it up if you really want.
Yeah, but then I'm on the radar.
This is your wrestling script.
I'm good, man.
You're in control. You write the story.
Hey, do you know I'm in control? By not responding. That's how I have complete control. You want to respond to me and spend your time and effort and energy saying, "Hey, what have you heard?" Nothing. That's what it is. I'm in control of the situation.
Huge Kyle Trask fan right here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We could have a debate. We should just put these guys up on the screen. Kyle Trask, Stetson Bennett, go.
What do you want to bring here?
What is there to debate?
For a backup quarterback.
Backup quarterback in
Stetson
Jacksonville.
Bennett's a better quarterback.
Yeah, I know. What is there to debate?
Oh, so you think if you would bring a backup quarterback to Jacksonville, you would want Stetson Bennett over Kyle Trask?
You guys are missing the point. Kyle Trask has so much cleared Stetson Bennett. I'm saying, what is there to debate?
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Holy cow.
No, because my bad. Because you can't hear Hamby. See, Hamby was saying something.
Oh,
but I
said yell, Hamby. Scream at the top of your lungs. What do you got?
Sorry.
My bad.
Stetson Bennett is better than Kyle Trask.
He said Stetson Bennett is. I'm not playing telephone. God, what are we doing here?
I heard him that time.
Okay.
We'll just reserve it for
I am in control. I'm not saying anything.
I'm not playing telephone. I'm not doing this whole thing. I'll tell you that much.
Stetson Bennett's like 5'8", right?
He's 5'11".
So in the NFL, he's like 5'8". So he's basically Kyler Murray that can't run, is what I'm hearing about Stetson Bennett.
No, he's Bryce Young, who can actually run.
Okay, I think I win.
He's Bryce Young, who can actually run, is quite the statement.
Kyle Trask is...
So a more upgraded version of Bryce Young, I guess. Okay.
He's the backup version of Bryce Young who can run. He's going to be the Rams starting quarterback in 2 years.
Won't he be on AARP in 2 years? Didn't he go to college for like 18 years?
Good answer.
I mean, come on now.
Old, AARP reference.
He'll be there.
Mr. Hamby, come get your son, please.
Right. Did Trask get cut for real?
Yeah.
Hate to see it.
He might be here.
Bring him home.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I was like, I get excited. I get a little excited about Kyle Trask. A little excited. I'm not crazy.
It's whatever. Oh, are we going to go Mac Jones again? Brent, have a full day dedicated to the backup quarterback like we did last year?
Yeah, no, I doubt it. Would you have traded for Pickett? Like the Raiders trade for Pickett seems so bizarre to me.
They're desperate, though.
I mean, O'Connell's out for like 8 weeks, I think. So really, you got to hope you're starting quarterback, Geno Smith, makes it through the first half of the season.
Oh, O'Connell's the backup. Okay, I'm with you now. So they need a backup. I mean, I'm in the belief that you're probably, what they give up, a 6th rounder, right? For Pickett?
I think it was 6.
You're as you guys documented last segment, you're probably not going to draft Hall of Famers in the 6th round.
Yeah, usually not.
So if it makes your football team better, I would say trade a 6th rounder for a guy that you think may step in and win you a game if he had to. So I think
5th round pick, by the way. Sorry.
Still.
Oh, they traded the 5th?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think 5th and...
Gosh, that seems expensive almost.
Does it? He's first rounder. 1 game's in the NFL. In terms of... All right. Small hands, I get it. But in terms of like backups, he has a decent resume for backups around the league, does he not? He's won games.
Yeah.
Played a lot of football.
It might show you about the backup market.
Yeah, a guy that if he goes,
There's
feel
still room for growth too.
Yeah.
He's young.
If Kenny Pickett goes in, I know he's not going to be here, but if Kenny Pickett goes into a football game here, do you feel like they have a better chance of winning than you would with Nick Mullins?
Absolutely. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're talking about that. I just think it sounds like they like Aiden O'Connell, and so if he's out for 2 months, let's just say, you're really traded the 5th-round pick either to beef up that room in general and kind of become the Cleveland Browns of the West and have a lot of quarterbacks, or you rented them for a couple months. Now, you could turn around and maybe trade it or trade O'Connell to somebody at that time. That's maybe what they're thinking. Yeah. Like, hey, somebody by that time is going to need a quarterback, so maybe that's a little bit chess instead of checkers.
Sure.
That somebody's going to need one. And then now you might be able to turn that into a 4th-round pick for a desperate team the trade deadline.
What was Mac Jones? What did we give up for him? 6th, was it?
Yeah, when the Jags
when the Jags got Mac Jones,
was
what
6th.
was it? See, 5th? Okay.
And so I thought the 6th was pretty good for Mac Jones, right? Didn't we feel that way at the time?
Yeah, because he had starting experience.
Yeah. It's actually the same thing as Pickett, honestly. First rounder.
But except
Mac had
a 5th.
Mac had a better run as a starter, right?
Yeah.
We all agree on
but
that.
But marginally probably. He had a good year, one good year.
I think it's I think it's super comparable.
They're actually very comparable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty
same
good.
general idea, and I think when Mac Jones went in for the Jags, other than the fact that the Jags were terrible, you thought they had a chance with Mac Jones.
I agree.
It wasn't like Skylar Thompson was in there.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
We did, and I'm not afraid to say this. I mean, we thought he was. I think at the time we were having this conversation, you thought you had a top 5 backup in the league in Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And you might get that with Kenny Pickett.
And maybe you get that.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How you feel about him.
I was saying earlier about the backup spot. To me, I feel like the unknown, like a Trask, who's hardly played in the league,
right,
is more fun than the guy that's actually known. Because the known comes with so much baggage. And usually it comes with the name you know that's been disappointing, that the fans have ripped, that the media's ripped. And it's just like there's so much scar tissue behind it. I don't want that guy. I want to see what Kyle Trask can do.
Yeah.
And be surprised by it either way and be like, well, goes figure.
Didn't work
Can't
out.
win a game,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I almost feel in that situation I'd want that guy. The difference about the Trask story here is that he knows Cohen's offense and everything else.
Sure.
That's why we got to it. But I would not be surprised to see a Trask jump into that quarterback room here in Jacksonville.
Boy,
it would make a lot of sense.
I'd be starting narratives, I tell you what.
Well, by the way,
one overthrown pass, I'd be like, whoa, Kyle Trask is on the bench, dog.
Yeah.
We could get him in there.
That, but you'd be right outside that facility probably.
I do need Kyle on some stuff, actually. Yeah.
Although Tampa wasn't far, man. You could easily get
No, but they locked down their stuff when Brady was there.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Bucks parking lot used to be gas, and now it's terrible because of Brady.
And even now, even after Brady?
Yeah, they didn't. I mean, no one takes the fences down.
So they actually put fences up?
Yes. Like, no. So Bucks parking lot used to be actually very similar to Jags, where, like, you could just walk in.
Yeah.
And see what was going on with the fellas. You know what I mean?
Because you can. I mean, anybody could.
Yeah.
You
but
just go in through the statue, and people can just wait outside and watch players walk in.
Yeah, but Bucks was like, they didn't even have gates, really. It was not safe. Or, if someone really wanted to do something, they could have at Bucks. And then when Brady came in, it also had to do with COVID, though. They put up these huge massive things.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the Jags have been smart there, I think, from a player standpoint. You want a good experience. You want the gates up. You want the fences up. And now, like, you can't see when a player comes in.
No. But even, like, before, when you could and they walked out, like, the club area.
Yeah. There was at least a gate there.
The Bucks didn't even have...
They didn't even have...
They had one barricade at the very front, and then it was like a free-for-all.
Wow, that's so surprising.
Yeah, and this was like, Jameis Winston. Mike Evans was there. That kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, that is a little bit surprising.
Yeah, it was.
That it's...
No complaints from me, but... business is business.
Business is business. Hey, speaking of business, Armor Guard Exteriors, you can get 25% off gutters, awnings, screens, windows, and doors. And obviously, hurricane season has arrived, so storm protection too. Gutter Helmet at NorthFlorida.com, 904-762-7779. If you go to the website, gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com, you'll see 15% off Armor Guard Exterior products today. If you tell them that Action Sports Jack sent you, you will get 25% off. So an extra 10% just by telling the folks at Armor Guard Exteriors that you listened to the Brent and Austen show, and we sent you their way. So if you're in the market for gutters, awnings, screens, windows, and doors, check them out. Gutter Helmet of NorthFlorida.com, right off St. John's Bluff Road. Quick baseball thought. You see Cal Raleigh, 50 homers.
Mm-hmm.
Where is this shaping up to be? Like, I know it's Seattle. I know it's Cal Raleigh. but I feel like this should be louder. This is shaping up. It's already historic for a full-time catcher. It feels like it should be a louder story. If Aaron Judge was on pace to do something, it would be huge. If Juan Soto was, it would be huge. If Ohtani, I mean, they're already huge every time they hit a home run. I think ESPN's capturing it. I think the baseball world knows a little bit about it. But I really think you could take a lot of people in this building. I go, who's Cal Raleigh?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
No idea. And, hey, by the way, he's got 50 homers, and we've still got 30-something games to go in the season.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Seattle part doesn't help, right? The fact that they play when, if you want to go back to the people in this building, probably are asleep if they're here now, or they're on, you know, they're working. So I don't think that part helps. I also think baseball's ridiculously hard to watch if you don't pay money, right? Like, you don't stumble upon a Seattle Mariners game.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like, you could occasionally stumble upon the Dodgers because they'd be on MLB Network, but if you have YouTube TV, you're not getting that. So I think the fact that baseball is so difficult to watch for free, or at least with just what you pay for in terms of your cable or your streaming service, that doesn't help. And then I think the team hurts because Seattle is good, don't get me wrong, but they're not, you know, first in their division. They're going to be a playoff team, but they're not one of those teams. So I think those are kind of the two somewhat problems there. But, I mean, he's going to be the MVP. I don't think there's any doubt on that at this point.
Yep.
And there's a realistic chance he hits 60 home runs as a catcher. His name's Big Dumper. That's pretty dope, too.
And he's got well, that's the other thing. He's got a pretty good nickname.
You think he's going to be the MVP for sure?
I mean, if he hits, how many RBIs does he have? 80 something? I mean, if he hits
more than that, guys, if he's got 50 home runs, I hope he has more than 80.
Seriously,
it's like
or 90.
He's got 107.
107.
So he's hitting 247. He's got 50 homers, 107 RBI.
So if he goes 60 bombs, and what would that be? 130 something. He's the MVP.
Well, he's second this morning. He's second in odds for an MVP.
Judge is still ahead of him.
Yeah,
I don't think that's going to be the case.
Well, so right now, Judge is minus 160. Cal Raleigh is plus 105.
I just have an extremely hard time believing that they would not give it to him.
And by the way, there's nobody else.
No,
it's
of course
those
not.
two.
Yeah.
Well, and it hurt a little bit because Judge got
Missed time,
hurt.
yeah.
And then since then, though, he's really, I mean, he was hitting like 360. I think he's hitting like 326 or something now, or something like that.
Yeah.
So the injury cost him a chance. I mean, most people consider Judge the best hitter in the game right now.
Yeah. No, I'm not arguing that. And I'm also not arguing that Aaron Judge is the more talented baseball player.
But just
than Cal Raleigh.
Yeah, but for the season.
But Seattle.
And what he means to his team.
Yeah, Seattle is good, but Seattle's good because of their pitching. They have other pieces. Rosarena's fine, and J.P. Crawford, that's fine. They're not in the position they're in if Cal Raleigh is not doing his thing. And the Yankees, although they have struggled, don't get me wrong, they have guys that should be able to step up and kind of fill in for a Judge. Like Stanton, since he came back, has been fantastic. So I think if you're strictly saying who's been more valuable to their team, I don't know how Cal Raleigh can't be the
NL MVP, obviously Ohtani by a lot.
Yep.
But do you, and I think right now Sharber's like plus 1,500.
Yeah.
Is there a world where he can get MVP? Like, would you put money down on him? Because, I mean, in terms of home runs, like,
I know.
What's he up to?
45.
Yeah. Same as Ohtani.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd have to get to like 60.
Okay.
You have to go crazy.
Kyle Schwarber's so good.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
His swing is so cool, too. It's so short.
Yeah.
Like, that's an odd story. I think he's an odd. I mean, I don't know about odd. I just think it's a cool development.
Yeah.
Where he's become now a 45, 50, 55 home run guy. Like every year you can pencil him in.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's odd because he leads off. And that's just the way the game's changed, that he leads off. And obviously sometimes Judge will and some Ohtani does and everybody else. So it's just a unique.
And he's bounced
the way
around.
The game has changed.
He's been on so many teams.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in Philly for a while now, but like
Cubs.
You kind of forget.
Red Sox.
You kind of forget the Cubs part of the story where like he
was one of those studs, right? With Bryant and everybody coming up.
Yeah, but he blew out his, I want to say knee, and missed like all of that year and then came back just for the playoffs. And then hit like 400 in the World Series.
In the World Series, you're right.
Yeah.
Remember, as a young guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was originally a catcher. When he came out of Indiana, he was a catcher. And then they tried to have him play first. They've had to try and play left field, which was
a disaster.
A mess.
Cool guy, too.
Yeah.
Like you listen to him, right? Just kind of an everyday guy.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. Might end up in Cincinnati next year. Keep an eye. That's where he's from. And that area. And he's a free agent to be. So 6.9 WAR for Judge this year, 5.9 WAR for Raleigh. I find that interesting in that stat. I don't know everything that goes into it, but the only thing that's inflatable to me over Raleigh is the batting average. 326 versus 247. Would that go a full WAR point, considering it doesn't factor in where you play? Does WAR? Because I feel like catcher should be factored in.
Well, it factors in defense. So my question would be is if Raleigh has like pass balls and stuff, that would hurt him in WAR.
Because of errors and stuff.
Yes.
Feels like it should be weighted a little bit different on the catcher versus a right fielder.
I can't believe Judge's WAR is 6.9. That's
pretty insane.
Yeah.
Well, I just don't think Judge gets enough credit for being as good of a hitter he is. I mean, to this day and age, to be hitting 326
for sure,
and be hitting the ball 700 feet, it's just insane.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we were curving a test in school, that 326 would go up to like 400.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got guys on his team that are, Volpe said like 230.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even like good season guys are hitting 260.
Yeah. Raleigh's
like
in
Jazz
247
Chisholm or something like that, right?
Sure.
Yeah, and it's just the way the game is now. So it's unbelievable.
What's Schwarber's batting average? I know he hits the home runs, but like
I think he's like 240 guy.
And like that works for him.
Schwarber is 247.
Yeah.
See, like that to me is like, he's almost hitting 250, and like he hits the ball 6,000 miles. So
yeah, I get that too. I get hitting 250 if you hit 45 homers. I don't know if I get hitting 250 and you hit 20 homers.
No,
that's what's been acceptable in today's world. I don't know if that's still cool, but
it's crazy.
They'll tell you it is.
It's crazy. There's a world where I know it's a very, very long shot, but Judge, who hits 3 whatever, could be your MVP as well as Schwarber and the other side who hit 250. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could happen.
Yeah.
It's probably not, but it could.
It's an interesting race. Kind of fun to watch. Hey, let's do this. Come back, take a look at some players that played in yesteryear.
Mm-hmm.
We're going basketball. We're going baseball. We're going NFL.
All 3.
You going to surprise us with a new sport at some point? Pickleball.
Do they have?
Well, I mean, the only other 2 I could do would be hockey.
Good luck to everybody with that one.
And soccer.
Well, we're not doing soccer because that'd be clubs, right? It's not. Yeah,
It'd be club. Yeah.
Yeah. Please don't do those.
Yeah. So I can't. Yeah. There's nothing else.
I
I
do
can
hockey. I mean, if it's like a hockey one, I'm not.
With these 2,
depending.
You'd have to do hockey
I
in
know.
like the 90s.
So Hamby's out. Then it's up to you guys.
Well, you could do hockey recent.
Depending.
You could really do hockey in the 90s.
Oh yeah, hockey in
Right.
the 90s. I got all day.
I feel
mean-
like that's my best window for hockey as well as in the 90s.
If I did hockey, I'd have to do it like I do basketball. Like so, the basketball is like one that's like,
Yeah, kind of catered to
Yeah,
your fan base.
well, local's not the right word, but generally local. And then there's the other one's literally a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I have to do it.
Soccer, I'd be clueless.
Yeah, I
It'd be
would.
so crazy how clueless I'd be in soccer.
You guys wouldn't even
I could get like
guess.
2 guys. Yeah, I could get like Wayne Rooney.
Bro would be like Ronaldo,
Yeah,
Messi.
Yeah,
Pele.
I get Wayne Rooney. I get Rooney.
Could you get Rooney?
We went to DC. Yeah, played for
That's true.
Manchester
DC
United, and then
DC would stick
DC
out.
would be the giveaway.
Pulisic.
Could you get?
Sitch.
Could you?
Pulisic.
Could you get it if that was on there? Christian Pulisic.
We're about to find out.
We're not.
I
but-
probably wouldn't know.
Do you know where he played for? No, I mean the teams.
He was Chelsea, right?
Yeah.
But other teams, I mean, maybe if I saw it, it would kind of equate.
All right, fair enough.
All right, soccer it is. Next time.
Who's our guy that was supposed to be huge? 14 years.
Freddie Adu.
I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know who he played for.
I could do all American soccer, like Landon Donovan. Would you get Landon?
I would prefer
maybe.
not the Americans. I feel like I know more like.
Did he play for the New England Revolution for a bit?
I think he was an LA Galaxy guy.
Was he LA?
He was definitely LA Galaxy. I don't know if
Yeah.
he went anywhere else.
I don't know if he's a Revolution dude.
You know, you think about like some of the
Revolution was
busts,
Alexei Lalas.
the busts of American
So
sports.
you could do it.
The busts of American sports.
What?
Freddie Adu.
Oh, the bust of. I thought for a
It's
second.
a good thing
okay.
soccer isn't as big, or he'd be higher on a list.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
He was supposed to
he
be
had all the
unbelievable,
hype.
right?
He had all the hype. Yeah.
Yeah. Who else is on there?
He was the initial guy that was supposed to bring soccer to.
Mount Rushmore of American sports busts.
Busts. Greg Oden.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
Greg Oden's not bad.
Yeah, he's pretty high on it.
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell's high on it.
But that's all
Go
current.
back to Marinovich.
Yeah, there's got to be some. Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break, Andy.
That's it.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville.
And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon, and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
Thanks for meeting me here.
Okay.
You're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion.
Okay.
You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new car.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Lease a Hyundai Tucson for $259 a month, or get 2.99% APR, or get $1,750 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet.
Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location, right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table.
Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Putting your needs first. It's the backbone of how First Florida Credit Union does business. In all honesty, you might as well be speaking another language when it comes to finances. Sure, I'm good with my money, but what am I missing in the fine print? That's what led me to First Florida Credit Union. They're the perfect choice for anyone starting their financial journey because they keep finances easy. Plus, they offer financial education and resources I can trust. So I'm always growing more confident. And as a young adult, I am constantly adding more responsibilities to my plate. From a car payment to a mortgage, it all adds up. Luckily, First Florida Credit Union makes sure it adds up in all the right places and not the wrong ones by offering better rates and lower fees than traditional banks, even if you're still trying to grow your credit. Because as a member-owned institution, First Florida genuinely puts people's needs first rather than focusing on profit. So I know as my needs change, they'll be right there to help me reach my goals. Check out firstflorida.org to learn how you can benefit too.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Ow! Stuart. What are we doing on Twitter?
People are bored.
I got this randomly. I can't remember if I said this on the air yesterday. This randomly was in my Twitter feed yesterday from this human being. And really going after Stuart for no reason.
Also,
I think he looks good.
Without making like an assumption, Carly Cruz, so I assume this could be a female.
Possibly.
That's crazy that she felt the need to do that.
But like, here's, I think, the bigger part. People are watching.
That's beautiful.
You know,
That is the bigger part.
There's viewership.
Yeah.
We like feedback.
And I can
because you know people are watching.
I can confirm without a shadow of a doubt, Carly Cruz, he did not sleep in those clothes because I saw him 3 other times that day. They were all different clothes. So
Hey, you actually changed into that. Does that make you feel better or worse?
Whoa, so this is...
I don't think it looks bad.
Have you done the research on Carly Cruz?
Nope.
I'm doing the due diligence.
I know that every single tweet is going after somebody else.
So every single tweet is going after somebody with like
a news
a news person with like clothing.
Do I have anything there?
Well, I mean, keep scrolling. There's one where this person goes after Corey because they're like, you said it's going to stop raining.
Oh yeah, I mean, she went postal on this dude from Good Morning America not wearing socks with his shoes.
Oh, the Good Morning America guy.
Yeah, Good Morning.
Wait a minute. You're at the socks and shoes thing?
Stuart Weber's in Good Morning America category.
My dog right here has never worn socks.
I told you, I've got them on now. Look at.
What happened?
Because I got these low socks. The shoes were getting too sweaty.
Yeah, no. Don't put that up.
They were stinking.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, of course. Why did it take you 50 years of life to figure that part out?
It took me 50 years to care.
Man, so it seems like this woman likes to go for like national television, like Good Morning shows.
Right.
But then also she just
Got Stewart.
She has a mix of local Jacksonville shows as well.
Yeah.
I will say,
and also she's an ABBA fan. She put that in her. She wanted you to know that in her bio.
I do remember that.
This is a
ABBA
fair
fan.
question. What should we wear on the Blitz?
I love this
Suits.
camera shot because look, I got little Hamby next to me.
Suits.
Little Hamby.
Look, you can see Hamby in my shot. Do not crop it. Do not crop it.
3-piece suits, Brent.
Tempted to crop it.
Three-piece suits.
No.
Yeah, man.
We've wrestled with this. Like, you used to wear, like, obviously your suit anytime you're on TV. And, like, even ties and all that. And back in Louisiana, when I first got in the business, I thought we had the greatest set for a high school football show. They actually cut the back end of a pickup truck and put it in the set. What? So, like, it wasn't the full vehicle, but they had got an old pickup truck.
Yeah.
And it just had, like, the bed of the pickup truck. And we sat on the tailgate and hosted the show.
So it had 4 wheels, though? Or like,
I don't know how they kept it up. I think they were resting it on something. They were resting it on, like, a platform.
Okay.
But it didn't have the front. I mean, it couldn't fit it in. I mean, it was like a studio
It's a
like
truck,
this.
man. Yeah,
so
yeah.
you couldn't fit the whole truck in. But I always thought, I was like, that's a cool set.
That's really cool.
Right? You're
That's
on the
a
back
good
of a
idea.
tailgate.
I like it.
And that was my first job. And we would wear polo shirts
Downhill
like
since then.
and Market 173.
Damn right.
And yeah, it's been downhill since then. Well, because you've got this nice $1 million set or whatever it is, and you're also on TV. You're supposed to have your suit on.
They
and
paid
all
$1 million
this stuff,
for
right?
that stuff out there?
And whatever. But
just kidding.
So we've changed at times. We're like, okay, well, let's go. We can go jeans and like a button-down shirt. Or
I thought he looked professional.
You can go suit, no tie, or sometimes now untuck it's a thing. So like you can do the untuck it thing and go casual. Like in my view, you should go kind of casual.
I think that's fine.
Yes, but some people won't, and I know that some people won't because that's not like I don't wear a tie much anymore doing the sports. I know like Steph's parents come in and I know they're like, why doesn't he have a tie on? Because most people that have watched the news for a long time, if you don't have a tie on, it's like you're
discredited.
Okay, but
you're against the law, right?
Who are you catering? Like, what's like your biggest demographic that you're trying to sell to
for high school football?
Yeah, for your show.
I actually think it's very wide-reaching. We know the kids are going to gather and watch, like coaches and kids, right, and the teams, but moms and dads and also grandparents. Like people like.
But like, is there something that you're catering to in terms of like when you're showing off your show and you're trying to go to advertisers? Like, this is our key demo. What are you trying to hit?
I think that's what's interesting about this
everywhere.
genre. It's about as unique of a demo because you really do get grandparents watching as much as an 18-year-old kid. Let's be honest, 18-year-old kids don't watch the news very much.
They also don't spend money.
They also don't care what you're wearing.
They don't care, and they're also not spending the money.
Yeah, so then if that's the case, then you got to cater more towards the older crowd.
I disagree.
And I feel like
I think you guys should wear that. Like, I think that's the
This
gimmick.
actually wouldn't be bad, probably.
Like the branded merch, you know, you got respectable pants on.
Yeah.
I think you're fine.
That actually could be a play.
Try it.
I think you're fine too. But once again, if the focus is trying to get the older crowd, they might have an issue with it.
Yeah.
I think it's fine, Casey. But I'm saying the olds out there.
Yeah, I think that's that's a wrestling match of anything is like where does that morph into today?
Because if you want to appease the olds, you rock like the suit and maybe a tie. Like the young kids won't care either though. But nobody would care. Like you'd be fine. But people would have something to say about it if you wear that and it's the old people talking to you.
Okay, but then here's my other part. So you guys are anchoring, right? But then you're going to go to Marcel, who interviewed the coach.
He's in a polo.
Wearing basically the gimmick you're wearing now.
Yeah.
And then Liv is in the polo. Hamby's in the polo.
Yeah.
So why is that acceptable, but you guys have to wear suit? Like, it feels dumb.
That's fair. Like, a lot of times, though, the set has had, like, that suit feel or whatever feel versus the field.
Change the
right?
lights.
I mean, look at the same thing. If you watch the news, you watch the evening news.
Sure.
You'll get a guy doing a report in a polo shirt, but they're not dressed in a polo shirt on the set.
Why not?
They're just not. That's what I'm not saying.
I
It's
feel
right
like
or
they should
wrong. They're
be.
just not. So I think it's I think it's a fascinating part. But like I've said this for a long time, I think we're going to get to a point where whoever sells ties for a living is going out of business. Like if you take a look at corporate America right now, a lot of corporate America has shifted, and this isn't just in the last 2 years, but even the last decade, to get rid of the tie. So even some of the biggest businesses will go suit coat and button down, not obviously buttoned all the way down, but like buttoned up, no tie.
Yeah, but
Some
weddings are still a
well-respected
thing.
businesses.
Yeah, but you still have weddings.
Well, yeah.
Like people don't wear ties in weddings.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of am being a little dramatic.
Did you guys do full ties, Hamby, just recently, or bow ties, or what'd you do?
I didn't wear a tie.
Nothing.
Wow.
No.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we're getting to a point where in the next 10 years, ties will be
obsolete.
$5.
How much are ties now?
I mean, you can spend anywhere from probably $5 to like $500 on a tie.
Seriously?
Amazon, they're about $10. I got one for Amazon.
What's the most you've spent on a tie as a known tie wearer over the years?
Oof. Not. This isn't going to be high.
Okay.
I've probably gone as high as like, hey, I'm going to get a nice one, and it'll be like $60.
Wow.
I have a $200 tie that I didn't spend. It was for a wedding, and like it was like a groomsman's gift from Brooks Brothers.
But I would go like a lot of times. I go to the department stores, and sometimes they'll have like the 3 for $40 tie.
Yeah, seems like a deal.
Looks good to me.
Yeah.
I have so many ties in my because you get tired of them.
Yeah.
See,
but now I haven't worn a tie in. I think it's been over 2 years.
I treat ties like I would treat my shirts. Like I have a black tie, and it goes with everything.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with it.
So the tie you got for the groomsman gift?
Yeah. Wore it once for the wedding. Never worn it again.
That's a terrible groomsman gift.
I know. Yeah.
When is this someone you're still friends with?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Wait,
I saw him for my fight in Nashville.
So like when he handed out the gifts
Mhm.
and it was a tie, was there any comments made from anybody in the party like, "Oh, this is something I can use"?
Oh yeah, I told him like, really? He's like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I'm like, okay. Because well, to be fair, some of the guys were pretty excited because they're more of like in the business
Tie
realm.
wearers.
Yeah, tie wearers. I wasn't.
Yeah, you're
I
not a
was.
tie
I was playing. I was playing bocce ball without a shirt on in front of the church.
Sure.
20 minutes before the wedding started.
Yeah, but that's cool. Like I don't think there's always going to be a segment of the population. Someday we'll get to a point where banks aren't wearing ties. I really feel like if you go to a bank, it's the only place you see a tie, or a funeral, or maybe a wedding. Where else do you walk in, Hamby, and see a tie?
Church.
Good answer. Good answer.
But
Good answer.
That's going
Good
way
answer.
downhill. To your
Wow, I couldn't believe when I got to Florida
I
and
think
you go
it's
to
a good
church, how dressed down Florida is for
It's
church.
very-
Like from
yeah.
where I'm
But it
from,
depends,
like going to
yeah.
church, like if you wore
I've visited places
jeans.
where it's a Jags jersey, jeans, and flip flops.
yeah,
Sometimes that plays.
But you will still catch a dude in a tie in a
but
full
you're right.
suit.
No, it's a good call. That's
a good answer.
Like a good Jack's
answer.
feud
Good
answer there.
Good answer.
Right?
Good answer.
I don't know if we have any more though. I don't know if we could fill out the board.
Places where you'd wear ties?
Yeah.
Court date or court appearance?
Court
Yeah.
appearance,
Have
good.
to.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
Lawyers,
answer.
so lawyers.
Yeah.
I
I didn't
wonder
wear
how
one,
much
but-
lawyers wear it though. See, I think it's a button-down shirt and a suit coat. A lot.
I think it depends what kind of lawyer you are,
Then,
Brent.
then you
It's
get
true.
that good. Then that lawyer, like you're like, what the hell is this schmuck walking?
Oh,
in
yeah,
looking
I'll
like
just
that for?
represent myself.
And you know he's like, but he's probably really good. You know, because he's got confidence. He's
Okay,
like, I don't
okay.
give a damn. I don't need to wear right.
Okay. See, now you're going to the Mark Cuban school of fashion.
Exactly.
I get what you're saying,
There you
but
go.
I don't know. I feel like with the lawyer, you got to be a little presentable, you know?
I know. I would think most are.
Sure.
If I was on trial for something and my lawyer walked in, no tie, I'd be like, I'm going to jail. My guy has no shot.
To be fair, though, they do a lot of like on Zoom now, too, though, where you don't even have to
Yeah,
adjust. Like when I had to go through like, my whole divorce things, oh, dude, black t-shirt, we're good.
Is that what you had on?
Them fools probably weren't even wearing pants.
So you didn't try to impress at all.
No, and she recognized me, and I was there. She said, "Oh, are you Austen Lane? You're the UFC fighter." I go, "Yes, ma'am."
If you had
How
that
you
Jags
doing?
polo on, she would have been like, "Who the hell is this?"
How much do you want? What do you want? Are you good? You need some more? Yeah, I'm fine. Mortgage payments, you good? Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you, man.
That is a little surprising, though. You didn't wear more than a black
It's a
shirt.
Zoom call.
I get it, but it's still like somebody trying to take your money.
Oh no! I mean, it was like it wasn't the Tyreek Hill situation. Like we were good, like going into it.
Yeah.
But then we would have been better leaving it because she knew who I was. I'm like, yeah, all right.
Second Kenny Lay mention.
Is
here on the
there
show
anything
today.
better when you have to go to like a court date on Zoom and the lady's like, "You're Austen Lane, aren't you?" I go, "Yes, ma'am."
It
Like,
couldn't have gone.
What a moment.
Oh man.
Well, there is a scenario where it goes terribly wrong. She's like, "Yeah, I lost $50 on
Oh
you."
yeah, then maybe she's got to.
I bet on you your last fight.
What a moment. Or you were another one of those Jags. We bought a jersey and then see you later.
There is a scenario where it goes poorly.
Didn't sign my kid's autograph or something. Like, yeah, I guess that could be a bad thing.
Good, treat people well.
Got to treat
But
people well.
turned out this judge, you had her over for ice cream at Kilwin's in the town.
Of
center
course,
that
man.
time.
Yep, she was at singles night at Mount Mushroom for Valentine's Day. I hosted a singles night one time.
Nice.
Yeah.
You don't know these stories about Austin, do you? Or do you by now know them? Have we talked about them enough?
I know a good of them.
Yeah. I think those were the two things, right?
That I did for like community service.
Yeah. Singles night at Mellow Mushroom and then also the ice cream.
Yep, and then I was the official coin flipper of the lingerie football game
yeah.
here in Jacksonville.
That was
where-
probably a little less known.
Well, I mean, it was community service. Like, that's how it was approached to me because I needed to do community service.
There you go.
And they're like, "Hey, Austin, you want to do this?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I had to tell my mom came to visit me that weekend too. I'm like, "Mom, I can't hang out of the community service because that's really sweet. What are you doing?" I go, "Coin flipper for the lingerie football game." She wasn't impressed.
I wouldn't be either.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Why did you need to do community service? Just because you're a Jags player? Or did you
Well,
get in
no,
trouble?
because like they like to preach like being out in the community and doing like what do they call it? Not philanthropy. It's like
Community service.
something like
yeah,
that.
I'd
Whatever.
go with community service.
Yeah, it's like community service. So
good.
like the guy said, "Hey, we got some community service that's right up your alley," which I didn't take, as a good thing. But I'm like, "What do you got?" And they're like lingerie football. I'm like, "Okay, cool." So me and Kevin Haslam, who was a former offensive tackle here, did that.
Good stuff. All right, what do we got?
Sports reference. Got to figure out who the humans are.
Get it?
Hey, Hamby, like, how long you been doing this show? Can't you zoom in on that shot?
No. Mine?
Oh, he didn't want it cut.
He didn't want it.
He wants you in the corner.
It's me and Little Hammy.
All right, well, it's going away. Here's our first one.
Oh, man.
Me and Little Ham.
We're starting with baseball.
I've been looking over at Little Hamby like multiple times in the thing. If you're like really paying attention, I like look over and I'm like,
Here you go, gents.
All right, this is somewhat new. Gosh, I got to get the glasses for this.
2012. Okay. Oh, hold on. We got him walking. Oh, Andrew Vaughn. Let's go. No, no. Well, hold on now.
This is
Hold
Jose
on.
Quintana.
Oh yeah, it is Quintana. Dang it. I saw the White Sox got too cocky.
it is Jose Quintana.
Who is Jose Quintana?
Hey, he's a pretty damn good pitcher right now
Been
for the
around
Brewers.
for a while.
Yeah.
I've heard of him. I'm just saying.
Went to that pitching lab, and all of a sudden he's turning things around.
Well done.
Real quick in his career, what's he leading over there? Walks, home runs per 9 innings. What does that say? Walks per 9 innings.
Well, they're
What do you
both
guys-
on there.
Which one? Oh, does it say home runs per 9?
Yeah, HR 9.
And he
PB
led
9.
in 2022. He doesn't give up a lot of home runs.
Yeah, that's correct, Brent.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, like,
Can't believe I didn't get that.
I can't really read that.
You have glasses?
I do.
Put them on.
Yeah, come
might.
on, Brent. Come on, man. Okay,
So
It's
just ruin-
amazing how bad the eyes
Actually, you
have
know what?
gotten.
Just ruin the bit. That's fine.
it's a safe space, Brent. Put those glasses on, man. Come on.
You're not even on screen, dude. Just put the glasses
yeah, you're
on.
I
good.
don't mind being on screen with them. Might have to put them on. Watch this. It's going to change my world right here. Yeah, 0.4.
Dude, how do you live like that?
Awesome.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Yeah, you're just actively not seeing for fun.
Yeah.
It's a little bit in denial, I guess.
Oh,
because
because you're getting up there.
it's really like in the last.
Would you get contacts or not, bro?
I don't know.
Maybe you're past the point of contacts now, huh?
Is there a point of no return?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I feel like as a kid, you kind of embrace it a little more, but when you get older, it's like, I'm not sticking my
Pain
finger
in the
in my
butt.
eye.
So they go with the yeah.
Okay.
All right, what do we
There
got
we go.
next?
I
I can
like
see
the
the
glasses,
numbers.
Brent. Okay, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh all the way down to Atlanta. This is for Hamby in 2012.
This is for you, Popcorn. I heard that
We
segment
got
yesterday.
ourselves a hitter. Just an okay hitter. Oof, this feels like a second baseman.
I can't name a lot of Pirates.
A lot of triples.
This is my dog right here.
A lot of triples? Oh, yeah, look. Yeah, 12 of them. Guy can fly.
Does this person have a good signature?
Stolen bases.
Yes.
Okay.
On the
many
right
stolen
item.
bases?
On cards, it's pretty bad, but
Good-
on
good
real
signature.
items, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he goes Pittsburgh, gets traded to Seattle. And to Atlanta.
Nothing, Popcorn? You ain't got nothing?
Hamby, this is you, man.
Was a regular, I mean, this has to be like an outfielder or a second baseman, Hamby. Like, those are only two choices.
He is neither.
Just a utility guy?
No. Starter. At a position that you did not say.
Maybe he's a shortstop.
That's right.
Come
on, guys.
Hold on.
This is killing me.
Let Hamby Google it. Hold up. Hurry up, Hamby.
I love this dude.
Pittsburgh shortstop. You love him.
Alex Gonzalez.
No.
He was on the Reds.
Gonzalez would have played for the Red Sox too, right? Or not that Alex Gonzalez. Not that
Talking about the Marlins, Alex Gonzalez?
Atlanta 2011, 2012.
Did you or did you not say you used to eat popcorn and watch the Braves every night?
Yeah, I
I mean,
did.
he literally played
That was-
57 games in 2 years for the Braves.
So?
Like, you really would have had to watch every game, is my point. Like, we wouldn't know.
He has sold it in which he did watch a lot of
did.
Braves.
I get
Eating popcorn,
I
man.
get it.
I think when I say it, you'll be like, yeah. I'll give you one last hint. He
For Call would have had way better numbers. Never played for anybody. He
For
played
Call
for
was
the
never
Braves
a Pirate.
Yeah.
forever, right?
he was on TV during the MLB All-Star game.
Oh, this is Wilson. Jack Wilson.
Jack Wilson. He was a longtime Pirate.
That's my dog.
Yeah, he
Good
played
dude.
Oh my
the
god.
second
best.
half, really, of the 2012 season.
There you go. Jack.
I didn't realize he could run like that.
Oh yeah.
That many triples. That's a lot of triples.
Unbelievable fielder too.
Yeah, he's pretty much our Nick Allen of this year.
There have been more Nick Allen references this year.
Feels a bit disrespectful to
I mean,
Jack Wilson.
This guy gets referenced on this show
Nick Allen.
at least 6 times this season.
Yep.
And nobody knows who the hell he is.
Nope, I'd pay.
All right, this one's tough. I'm not gonna lie. This one's for you, Brent. There's two Brent things here. You got Boston at the top, and then that Yankees team you covered at the bottom. I'm not gonna lie, this is difficult.
Difficult one with
I don't think anybody else could get it but Brent. But I was getting sick of you guys getting it in 1 second.
Sure, that's justifiable.
Are you still participating or are you just sitting over there?
No, I'm looking at it,
Okay,
man.
cool.
Like,
Well, I didn't hear you guess any of them.
Well,
last
no,
one.
because okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was confused with the TBD. It's Tampa Bay, right?
Tampa Bay Devil Rays, yeah.
Okay, because I'm like to be determined. Like what he
Yeah.
didn't play. Like, he took some hiatus.
boy, he really played in that AL East, though.
Mhm.
Feels like should be able to get him. 92, 93. We're going way back.
When did you watch the Red Sox?
Mostly like 85 through 95. College was a little hit or miss, and then obviously on the early 2000s, I was back in it when I got up in Albany.
Yeah, he's
And it's in Providence too. So
I'm gonna try to start helping you because
But no, let me just think real quick.
Okay.
Yankees. Trying to think position wise. Never hit a lot of home runs.
Nope.
Yeah, I got nothing.
This feels again like a middle infielder.
It's not.
Not, huh? Outfielder?
Nope.
Catcher.
Catcher.
I will narrow it down.
Okay.
Show's still on, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, just give us time.
No, it's fine. I'm just telling people that have it open in like the other browser. They're like,
No,
oh,
it's
the show
frozen.
ended.
Yeah.
No, we're still here.
Show's frozen again.
Did he always catch or would it be a DH a lot?
Catch. Good catcher. Good fielding catcher.
Osmus.
No.
It's a good call with San Diego in there.
There would definitely be some Houston in there.
True. That's not a bad guess.
No, it's not. I appreciate
And Detroit. I think he played for Detroit. Austin did.
I appreciate the fact that you're trying, unlike Austin.
What do you want me to do? I don't know. I can't name a Yankees catcher.
I feel like I should.
He's a broadcaster now.
Not for the Red Sox.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah,
man.
I don't think I'm going to get it.
Ha-ha!
My catching mind goes to Rich Gedman, and
it's not that person.
He would have played way more for the Red Sox.
I stumped you guys.
Who we got?
John Flaherty.
Oh yeah, sure.
Flaherty. He did play San Diego.
There you go.
I thought he was with the Red Sox longer than 2 years.
Guess not.
Flaherty was a little bit of a fan favorite for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Who was he broadcasting for?
Yes.
Really?
All right. Football.
Well, try to move us along, Hamby.
Well, you know,
This is all obviously all Jacksonville Jaguars now, albeit five
man.
games, but
Okay, Jets.
Yeah, obviously was a corner
or safety.
or safety.
He is a corner though.
Played
Maybe
a
little
lot for
safety.
the Jets. Ended up in Jacksonville.
Pro Bowler in 02 with
Two.
Houston.
Went to New Orleans.
More than that, right? The Jets too.
Sorry, I can't see that part. By the way, the highlighted year means nothing at all. It's just where my clicker was.
Okay.
He had a return. He had a touchdown return in Jacksonville. This was the year before I got here.
He is.
These are good today. I like it. I don't mind being stumped.
These are difficult.
He's relevant in the grand scheme of things currently. In the grand schemes of the league, not of like life, but in terms of the NFL, he is relevant.
Like currently right now.
Yeah, so he's doing broadcasting.
No, or is he coaching?
Could be one of those two.
Oh, Aaron Glenn.
I was gonna say Aaron Glenn.
It is Aaron Glenn.
I was gonna say. Damn. Yeah,
That was a good hit.
job, Brent.
That was a good hit. And that was actually good. You said coaching.
Coaching. Yeah, I was leaning towards Aaron Glenn. I know he's in Jacksonville.
So Glenn only played that short of a time.
I knew he was in
How's it
New
going?
Orleans, but I didn't know
How's it going?
Jacksonville.
Did the chat get that? I don't want to look at the chat right now because then I don't want them to
Chat
give
got
away.
it.
Is that it? Oh, we got another one.
We got more.
You better get this.
I better get this. Oh,
Yeah.
boy, here we go. Pressure. I don't like the pressure of this stuff.
You better get this.
Well,
Got receptions.
yeah. I mean, is Christian Kirk?
What?
Oh no, never mind.
No,
Sorry,
way more
I didn't see the New Orleans part. I saw Arizona and Jacksonville. That's what I saw first.
I would have way bigger numbers. He comes over in
I'm looking at
21.
numbers.
Better get
21, 22. That's in
Receptions.
New Orleans. It'll be their receiver or tight end. Stop saying that.
You almost got a custom jersey for
Oh,
me and Aaron.
it's the tight end. It's Schultz. No,
Schultz.
Arnold?
Yeah, Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold.
Dan Arnold.
What are you doing,
Dan
bro?
Arnold.
This guy
Carolina.
talked about Dan Arnold every day.
I know.
I tell you what, the Arizona threw me off in there. I felt like New Orleans, Carolina. Arizona threw me off on Dan Arnold.
Arizona threw me off a little bit.
Love Dan Arnold.
Yeah, you do.
Who was the other guy from Carolina that was a good blocker? That they got
Manhurts.
Manhurts. Okay.
First touchdown from Trevor Lawrence, Chris Manhurts.
There we
That's
go.
a trivia question.
This one is near impossible, but I believe you played with him, Austin.
He's got no stats.
Yeah,
he's got zero stats.
All right,
but he was a teammate of. He was a teammate of your. That's you. You played for the Jags, right?
He actually.
I did play
fumbled
for the
ball.
Jags.
Yeah. So I thought
And
Austen
lost
Lane.
39 yards.
He
Wait,
gets his other teammates in like 0.1 seconds.
This is a
fumbled-
quarterback. Who fumbles the ball for a loss of 39 yards?
No, he has tackles.
He has
Brent.
tackles. But it's no way of telling. Okay,
It's not a quarterback.
Okay, so this is like this has to be like
Special team.
special teams guy. Gotta be a special.
That's
teams
where you
guy.
get your tackles.
Okay.
Here.
Special teams guy.
Played with you.
Could it be a long snapper? No,
It's-
that's almost
it's
too many
not.
tackles.
It's not. I did almost do that though.
I mean, that would make sense though. Like starting Chicago and back to Chicago. Dude. So wait a second. Why does he have?
I've never heard of this human.
Never mind. I thought it was Eben
You've
for a
never heard of
second.
him? No.
But it's not Eben.
But I was like, he's teammates with Austin. He'll get it.
Dude, but then we would have been teammates in Chicago
Can
as
you
well.
give us a position?
Special teams is right, but the real position was linebacker.
Played with him in Jacksonville and played with him in Chicago.
You could convince me he's not real.
But he was definitely a special teamer. Like, he never played. Look, Austin, he never played.
I know, but how do I know
He's definitely a
this
special teamer,
is?
but he played every game.
How did I know
16,
this?
16,
He
16.
was totally just special teamer. Those
He was with there with me and Eben in Chicago then, too.
The white dude.
White linebacker. That should narrow it down.
It's not.
Well, it's not.
Krasinski.
What?
Krasinski.
No, he's a safety.
Chris Brzezinski. I mean, that's not a bad guess, though. It's not Russell Allen. It's not.
Oh, Russell Allen would have been. That's a good guess, but he
Jacob
played a lot more.
Kutera. No, because he was in Tampa.
14, 15,
Not
11, 12. Wasn't a draft pick, was he? You know?
I don't. Not in Jacksonville, obviously, but
he was literally here a year before I was. Like I don't know why I can't picture this.
white dude. No.
Yeah, I mean,
he's still white.
Heavy on the white dudes. I get it. Played 16 games for Chicago in 2014. I was there.
Jeremy Kane.
Jeremy Kane. He was. Did he long snap?
He was a long snapper.
He was
I
a
think.
long snapper.
It says linebacker.
No, Jeremy
think he
Kane
was
was
a
a long
long
snapper. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I still would have got
He
it.
was. That was good.
That
Go
was
to
great.
Sports Reference. It says linebacker.
All right, 2 more basketball real quick.
Pretty decent. Be the year.
Who is this?
You don't know who this is?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Ended in Atlanta, Hamby.
Is this is Parsons?
Yes, sorry. Yes.
Chandler Parsons?
Chandler
good.
Parsons.
Chandler Parsons after he got his
Huge deal.
big paycheck. Yep.
All right, we got one more.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I can't explain
I
to you
thought he
how
played
heavy.
longer in Houston, too, than that.
Yeah, no.
On Pro Football Reference, it says Jeremy Kane outside linebacker.
Yeah, no. He's a.
I told you I'd never heard of the person,
Yeah,
so I
that's
just
wild.
outside linebacker.
Oof.
Long career here.
Dwight Howard.
Oh no, man. This is Vince Carter. Come on.
It's also not.
Oh, I thought for sure.
I was gonna do Vince Carter, but I
But
did not.
Toronto would have.
It is very similar to Vince Carter. Yes.
Yeah.
Finished in Atlanta.
But Orlando, he wasn't there.
He averaged 32 points a game in 02.
Oh, is this
03.
T-Mac?
Yes.
Yeah, T-Mac.
Trace
Oh,
McGrady.
T-Mac.
Trace McGrady.
Good one.
All right, I'll take the NBA.
Yeah, that was good.
Can't take my own teammates,
Nice
but I'll
quarter
take the
for Tracy
NBA.
My
All right,
bad.
that's
I
gonna
didn't
do it.
realize, bro, it was a long snap because it literally says outside linebacker. I was like, perfect.
All right.
To be- so real quick. So he played both. Like when he got to the league, he was both. But then he
Started-
switched to long snapper.
Yeah, so he actually switched.
Correct. Yes.
You know what's interesting is Ross Matisic was a linebacker at Baylor, and then switched to long snapping. He knew Udinsky from the days in Baylor. When
Isn't
Baylor was
Udinsky like
sleeping in
20?
his car. Yeah. So when the story about Udinsky sleeping in his car and got the gig in Baylor, and somebody took him in, he was there during that time.
Okay.
That
And-
almost
and
feels
Udinsky,
impossible.
I think, was coaching defense initially,
Okay.
and then becomes obviously the offensive whiz.
Wow.
There you go, little story. I
learned
think I have
something.
that right.
It feels like you couldn't possibly, but okay.
It sounded like
No,
you had it
really, I
right.
think it's
don't know.
How long has Ross been in the league?
Now about 6 years.
And how old is Udinsky? So he would have been
29.
19 years old.
Well, that's how he gets started, though. He was like begging for a job, sleeping in his car in like a Walmart parking lot. Guy took him in.
Good for that guy.
All right.
Success story.
Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you on CBS 47, Fox 30. Cuts coming at 4. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC. We are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vedra and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University.
Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School.
Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Stanwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, track